What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one year country, then the Emrana can constitution and then the Bushia for a power the any branch. Ghana from where Councillor Little from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Councillor Little. Join me on my YouTube, Councillor Little. Join me on my Facebook Live with Councillor Little. Join me on my Instagram, Councillor Little. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should you die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice.
Boko Bema na mo to saying.
Hello, Counselor.
Mo to say.
And why fresh?
But that's it. I mean, slow. Adepa Boko there. My film. Zoom no me hu. Omo fan to so ni ehun se. Ene wa no aye soche ana dada ni bi. Oh, ehun hia. Sa din emboaye.
Video call don't worry your power.
Ato Zoom. But that's all. Kumasi ade Boko. Fantasia by for na emboaye. Kumasi edin pa.
Now you probably here. Now my phone sema. Young Cosona, young share a abrantia sema or yet to come. So, actually, I move on to a Facebook and my counselor on that one side.
Na se boy who any Rasta na ye dry ana what's the same?
Oh, the dreadlock na.
Nugu so yeah. Hey. Ebenyamiase.
Yoko, wait, say hello, Sibo. I met my baby mama in December 2006 and started dating in March 2017. Everything was going on well when we had our daughter in April 2020, but in 2022, I cheated on her and she broke up with me and moved on with someone else. She later came back to me this year, complaining that the new guy wasn't treating her right. So we eventually got back together. So after our reunion, we started having sex. And our first sex was Sunday after church service. And that's when she started complaining that she doesn't enjoy intimacy. Since then, she's been giving me excuses and talking to me when she feels like it. She stopped visiting me, but I really don't want to lose her because I want to create a family with her since she has my daughter. Please help. Matters of the heart. Apparently, as a man said, Ushia gave 2016, 2017, almost started so. The one 2020, Omuba, April Muana, just on him again, I get on the way. I 2 years later, 2022, last year, Okovi, and as a coach, I'm again in Jan. Now, again, the Koya, one again, the basketball. People for a minute, my baby, just any out, mammy. Ebeyanka, yes, some men. Amubaya, just a fatwa, or see Sunday, no Kaipan, the first one. Sunday, your mom, so you worship of whom flew to Fiana, or one in Jeshiba. Now, Genesis, I said, I did Yemedi. Send your name is that first, no, is about state. They need you. On any JPA. Ain't you know, I have Ranchi, and I'm told to get you in friendly beam or Mesrani beam, your pen or the yellow. I was saying I'm looking at that. Said, to say no, only get you to walk back. So, yeah, yeah, and just a man on any in worry, almost sure me. Now, we are more, did not get a better counsel. Matters of the heart. Counsel, what's one?
Sebo me da say me fa nkyira kese nkoma etiefo ahwefo nyinaa wa enjo waves ni nyinaa so ade pass no chia Rosie bokode yena bra kuma ase na nkrofo hia wo ha o type na hia pa de aso ya ade bo ho modern na ebi atinya togo boga bokode say bia da din say bia da din there. Miss Bell Bano wa danfo won.
Na dwumu da ho.
Akwala Jimmy amusi na dwumu da ho. Abofra de obo anwa, ombo achichide. Na ubeyi ube pia bonti an wa pe ban bo ama no. Wan hwa ya de dama ma abofra bi abadwen se nani na ate. Na sunsun wi ase no. Abofra o kasa sa abofra. Enti me mamu eni nji obi akasa kla ne ya de pa onya nka abane no. Munye din na monhwe de ekoso. Mombo ana de pa bo ho ba no ho ban. Why? And as the arm robbers no go aban physically bo mu nsuro omwura sorry them. How much more the spirit well? Ofa picture mo obi ampo or the work we do so. Now do image at to public space like this. Act like a twelve candy or can. Oya kwala and he's speaking like a child. Paul said, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. So we're looking at him like that. But the mother should be serious and protect the vulnerability of this child. And it's a caution to the rest of us. Let's protect our vulnerable children. No matter what they think they know, they are still young and they will grow to come and have a different perspective. Abofra be nim nyame a ejinane na ne na ajaso. Sa happen American to go boga. And to our down for abomode. Miss Body ne kase otie. My man say my friend no am saka no amano. Say onja akola no mo nko part 2 bia embreye ehun hia. Na the call interview no so de oduabo. Say what me da say. No kura ne say ma asem nyina me bisa me we ebe kwa ma de pa sen Rosie. Adepa eye nhye say obi wale obi esan so ne wo ba na.
Oh, that be counselor.
Enti abrantie bi no wo ba na mo fall out. Na oba say yembo modeni nka ye humbom na yentumi nware a. Is it a good call for a woman to cry and follow such a request? Or your banting na me be sound.
Oh, that be a dependent feeling now with that woman.
Okay. Not just say, oh, feeling say when you know what dia. Bibian say ubeko amane na ko bombu. Bibi sa na achire. Oh, okay. Na say unya ba ni ge ya onye mfomso bia. Na say obi ne wo ba. Either say we a baby mama. Ana we bonwa mana. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing is say ubenya abutre say woti ho ho abo ho so obi ampew de oba ye nya ne te say wunti wo twen mo no abefa na ade bibi sa na wo so pese o kire mi ya na
Bi say ukọ na wunya obi a wo wuti wo za modom ho a eno de wanya oku ba so hwe ba bia ukọ ye ne nkoyi de o sa ne eto wada na no hwe na ne de na dia no ye obi a wo ne so wo sa atina na ebe ya ni ba fo na ta
wenti na mo bra wasasi sui isa se mabra abo nyina ne se yesi okonfu anim no yesi okonfu that they say ana kan dey the angel you know is better than the devil you know ana e kan say wotwi mu sa na mo dwe mana kwari se bo abrante yi wo case but ge na sam ya me mobo de bia me bisa say if it is not because I look precious to you and you desire that I continue to have you. Why ever since I had a child with you, and our child is 10 years, you are still there with nobody? Why is it that up to date, nobody wants to marry you, but they want to have their way with you? If I was the reason why you left, if I cheated like you said, which nobody cheats until you're married, if I did something wrong that you didn't want and you left me and went for somebody else, why haven't you gotten your heart desire ever since you left me? But you're still available for me. Does it mean you have a problem? Does it mean among women you are not qualified? Because we are talking about Brantia or no watching Prada. Now, empranching mono. What's the way you'll be biama or no bako oko show a braboso. What somebody who said Nipana oko fa no and go ye ma wunti wo sambo no ho. O ba yen so a o si se no no wo hyeso. It was not like the previous time. What are we talking about? Why do women make me feel bad? As if they have forgotten their value and who they are. Because you see, when it comes to women, their level, what they carry, why God made them who they are. I keep saying every day that if a woman doesn't work, as long as she carries that particular feminine stature, nature, and beauty, it will be difficult for her to go hungry. So why will you cheapen yourself that after many months of somebody you took a decision to live, to come back and still see you available and tell you that I want to make family with you? Unfortunately, painfully, the first activity that can happen between the two of you is not that he has gone to pay a bride price to continue the journey with you, but all of a sudden, you gave him a Sunday sexual intercourse. And in that act, like Sibo said, the two of you were sweating after church. You didn't have anything but his sexual performance has changed as compared to the one you just left. My question is, who started the sex with you? Because the only one that can any fufra konya yeno. Wobani eye mfatu one dia na dey mfatu sebo. What is the question I say? Yeah. Me na the padada. Anyway, jam and only to go akoda. No asamba me ho. Obaya osi masisa me ni to go dia ni nyepa biu. Na ke eye mfatu one. Me a me ne da akane no. Anya me dia na dey mfatu ma togo. And you call him a Togo, I could be at the end. I don't know this one about me.
But the other one is and yet excellent or they compare that as it. Or Casset, the heat you won't be or enjoy it.
A sunset, what you are the end command Togo, where be him? Because why are you blaming him that you are no more enjoying the act? Why did you come back? If sexual intercourse is a chemistry between two people, and you left this guy, even though you even have a child with him, you left him. How come all of a sudden it's become a problem with you? I don't get it. That right now your problem is not that he's no more the man you met. Unfortunately, you don't have that connection with him again. The love is no more there. But if the love is no more there, who brought you back there? So why have you come?
I said previous one and I said the ex no kunyaye and I said bema fufu nyaye no. Omaneni nje senya we ese man.
So se omnu ma weni nje. Now Jidi say when never weni ajia. Why are you back and you're not getting any? I said back where have you our dear phone table. Why would a partner say, I'm not happy, make me happy? Mimi say, me catch him say, make me happier. Ebe me ya. Minim se bo, subo, minim se na wodi aneti ba adepa. Se be ma catch say, ubetuma bi wana catch ba say ma meninge. And ukasa che be ma, what are you expecting? Obi ejimi mo obi eninge da e wasasi so. You are the custodian of your happiness. And your happiness is determined by yourself. So why do you check on your bad that? Na anyane da, not the subwana ball. Mene wodana wo ho amba. Ade na ye me problem. Me ti asio. Se me be majo. Anye din. Me fa subwono. Ba be me isi talk about abrabo. Suhun sawam. Yatemusa adwagiri sometime. No say man teshe. When I want teshe, why am I the problem? Mene wotie uba ye. Man ka se ukọ ye uba ye ade yi ma bie. Men ka hwe. Be me so beka. Masoma no. Yantin there, we say we buy a senate than, and a lot of people are going through this challenge that you are married to a certain man, you travel to America and come back, and when you come back, they are going to blame you that ever since you went to Europe and came back, I don't feel you like those times anymore. I mean, what sort of this is what is so wrong on radio. Are we okay? And my painful thing is that get where home born and who swanka or this is an excess baggage, and I don't know why this guy is dying for this excess baggage in the name of want to continue family. Yan kwatia what you so far kwa na egbo ehuro se sa na egbu be na nya sa na say ehuro no go see dem what you so na egbo ehuro how do go see dem. Well, this is my solution for the young man. He needs counseling. How on earth should you still be waiting for the baby mama? What special is about this baby mama? You are telling us that you don't want to lose her. Why? Are you that poor? And I can't say I don't want to lose her. One kind of. So you don't want to lose it, and I'm saying that is it because you are poor? Is it because you don't have what it takes to meet girls and beautiful women like Adepa? Is it because ever since she left, nobody wants you because you are born one? What is your reason why you believe that you can make a family with this one? And after many months of waiting, that if you have offended her by in quotes saying you cheated, why is she still now the one saying that she doesn't feel the chemistry between the two of you? Boy, drop this thing like a tissue before it becomes a napkin. Take care of your child. Never build a family with such a burden. She cannot remain as a wife. Meet you. I have a child with you. And after all things, I am back again to continue the relationship with you. And you tell me the chemistry is no more there. Are you serious? Remember when you go, you are going with one child. So when I'm coming back, you should clap your hands or tap your fingers. But you are leaving because sexually you don't feel compatible with me based on your ex-weed smoker and cocaine sliver. If you go and meet Buddha Matali and they have opened your organ, why do you blame me? The pen drive you are using to have a child. Don't kill yourself. Don't damage your life for any woman who is not feeling. If she says she doesn't feel and go your way. Leave her alone. Be selfish. You don't force such a woman to be a wife. And stop that statement. Me pese me wo faako. Me pese me wo apete. Eti Jimmy ni bema o. Onim nyanse o. Na ni fom o. Otumi hwe wo faako na. Wan e catch up so wo faako na nya asumdue. Jacob ni so no mo fifa ho. Obi a wo apete amene wanya nyonyam. So the young man has a straightforward thing. Let her go. Take care of your child. Work on yourself. Go through counseling. Get ready to marry as a man with one child. And look for somebody who will love you the way you are. Not love your child. But make sure you are a father to the child. And let this young girl walk around looking for something to replace her chemistry of love. And that will be better for us. And this is a caution to the rest of us. Most of us are the reason why most men are dying quickly. Because we are pushing them to drink what they are not supposed to drink. We are pushing them to push themselves upper for us than we are supposed to push up. When a man has erection, it's enough. But I don't feel you. I'm not happy at all. I don't know what you are doing for me. I suspect in my spirit that you are doing some things behind me. So I'm not happy in me. My instincts are right. My instincts, my foot. Stop punishing people. And my last point is that if you have a child with any man, there is no law anywhere that force that man to marry you. Rather, make sure the man is taking care of you. If any man is punishing you, that because you are not giving him sex anymore, because you are not giving him what you want anymore, and that is the reason why he's not taking care of the child, come let us pull him by his balls and teach him legal sense, spiritual sense. Don't let him take it for granted. Because he has a child with you, doesn't mean he has a right over your residence. Ubedu fienu, na the car see gate. Oni a brantie bi ebe fia be hwesa na wabra botie no. Na akola ne papa badada. Udu wa na ofrɛ wo. Adwa mabɛkye na ha twɛ. Na mbese mehu kwaku. Kwaku wo me grandmother ho. Na den wan kan kyerɛ me. Well, Sunday or Saturday. Menya be me ni young man, I have a child with this girl, and I obvious have my police in chino. Until you are married, nobody has control over your movement. Even in marriage, it is subjective. Young man, focus on your life. This girl, don't pursue her. She's still your baby mama. Take care of your child, but let her go. I think this is my solution for this young man. If
thank you very much.
There's nothing again you ask.
Council all the way in the US. But we have what more be out. You are not happy. Just leave. I mean, you have been at the council is right. That widened by the second guy. I drop boy man tell us I say simple. She's not enjoying the joystick. You go out. Mommy could your echo. The price J or the council like good in America. Come back to Ghana. India that's a front of batch. But yes, sorry, so yes, sorry, so. Okay. Let me share the price.
All right, so friends and loved ones, it is back to us on the School of Marriage and Relationship, and I think we've done better with our lives, and at this time we want to continue. And in the continuation, I want to welcome all of you. Thank you so much, my brother. We have a story here, and if we get our readers getting ready, they will come and read a story for us. Then we start on our main page. So Facebookers, the story is on the page right now. I hear the last time they were complaining that when the story comes, the topic covers it to the extent that it finds it very difficult to read the story. So we are doing our own thing here. What I did is with no expansion. So I'm taking off the okay. Well, good. So let's read the story together, and the story is there. And those of you here, if Abna comes, or we have Bell, who has been a long time. I've seen Bell. If I find Bell or Abena, the two able people, will give them the opportunity to read the story for us. But if you've been able to copy the story from TikTok, and you will also be ready to come and read for us, we will start our conversation. We will not waste much time. It's a simple thing. And the question is that should you give access to your ex to come and marry you? Why? Because or nobody is coming. This is proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. And Ginger Honey Chips is a product of Counselor George Luttrell from the WAC Consult. This is what we use to assist ourselves to take care of the needy, people with cerebral palsy, diabetes, and asthma. So the story is still online. Those of you watching me on Facebook, you have the opportunity to help me read a story if you find it. If you find it and you want to read a story and you're a good reader, I'll do that for you. Before I go to the story immediately, let me acknowledge the presence of those who have come to join us. SS Job, thank you. And then second analysis, serious analysis. Sorry, thank you very much. And I have Jonathan says, no, if it is not working out, find somebody else and stop comparing. So that is what is coming from the place. So this one says, I think Bismarck is here. Bismarck class rep, the male class rep is here, and I think that we want to pick him. Bismarck, do you have the story? If you have the story, then you can do a reading for us. Bismarck, do you have the story?
Yes, I have the story.
All right, so Bismarck have the story. That's a very good one. So once Bismarck have the story, we'll not hesitate then to go up with the reading, and let's take it from that level. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start a story for the day, and Bismarck can read a story for us. All right, let's welcome Bismarck, the senior class rep, with a clap for him. And whilst we are welcoming Bismarck, let me please encourage you to hit the like button immediately. Can we hit the button? Can we hit the button? Can we do it so much? I went to watch a group of people, Charlie. But Charlie, 200 and now I'm watching. If you are around 2:30, if you are Schwarzenegger, and I'm in didn't come up. She was just talking about the clamor in the way 260 something. Will be kind of as if I'm quite as so. I mean, and I ask myself, when knowledge is coming, it's very difficult to have people coming up here to come and show us love. Na yenya de se fantasy here baby I will be ano enye nhye but efe say our numbers will move up to 200 and our likes can go straight by you hit the screen right now. Hit it now and like it. Menye gidi mo bi nkase ehwe agum 62 year mo koi and as na me na mo ka 71 mo fam de ka ending Facebook for the mo de mobile anamoko and exactly 1 hour 45 minutes. I have to log myself out because a human abane doso so a human inti ashefo any T4 Bismarck would like to read the story for us, proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips. Bismarck, we are ready for the story. Can we go?
Oh, okay. Hello, Sibo. I met my baby mama in December 2016 and started dating in March 2017. Everything was going well.
And what's the feedback? Hold on. Bismarck, are you using 2 phones?
Yes.
So you have to mute. You have to mute one of them.
Let me mute one of them. All right.
Yes. All right, so he's trying to get technology corrected around him. Once again, thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you very much, SS Job. All right. So this is better. You can start reading for us. That's our class rep from 2000. And Bismarck has been there for more than 6 years. Yeah. Yeah, go.
Okay. Hello, Asibo.
Yes.
I met my baby mama in December 2016 and started dating in March 2017.
Good.
Everything was going well and we had our daughter in April 2020. But in 2022, I cheated on her and she broke up with me and moved on with someone else.
All right.
She later came back to me this year complaining that the new guy wasn't treating her well. So we eventually got back together. So after our reunion, we started having sex, and our first sex was Sunday after church service. And that's when she started complaining that she doesn't enjoy intimacy with me. Since then, she's been giving me excuses and talking to me when she feels like it. She stopped visiting me, but I really don't want to lose her. I want to create a family with her since she has my daughter. Please help me. Hashtag Matters of the Heart.
All right.
By Ginger Honey Chips.
Thank you so much. Well, in the first place, Ms. Mark, let me give you the first note to tell me what is your view on it before I launch back to the part 2 of it. What's your view on this one?
Oh, my view on it is that, as you rightly said, Obi so you don't force the person to be with you. Life, majority of the thing you have to move forward. Like also come back. You see, continuation and the children but sometimes the children although you have something that is always the memorable thing, that's a baby or a daughter in there. But that does not mean also you're stagnant to that person. If it's not working for you, we don't force ourselves to be with people. So that's my take on that.
But this one, the guy says that he wants to continue a family with the lady because she has a daughter for him.
Yeah, that's why we are advising him to let you know, show things and signs. He doesn't want him. So why keep forcing yourself that you want to because you have a daughter with him? You have a daughter with her, so
So should somebody's happiness be dependent on another person?
No. One thing I always say, or for myself, I always say, if you want to become happy, it should be an innate thing. If everybody leaves you, you should be able to make yourself happy. Create your own happiness, and that will be better for you. If you attach your happiness to things, people, when these things or people leave, where will you stand? So that's my point. Always I try to create a space for myself to be happy so that I always don't feel disappointed when people leave.
So for you, the girl has not done anything wrong. She's being honest.
No.
She's being honest that the chemistry is not there. The former sex mate I used to have is no more there. His sex is not nice with me. It's not like it's not nice. I don't feel you. Is a girl being honest or she's being a bedding?
She's been honest to the man. My only issue is the guy. You cheated and she left. So if the guy was treating her well, why would she come back to you? So you're using it as a connote, for the time being, because you did something that pains her, and because the other guy was not treating her well, she wants something to at least maintain her happiness for now. So that's why he came back to you, and you have taken this thing work up that you want to have a family. No. She's never going to forgive you for what you did for the first time that you break up with her.
So do you think we should marry our ex, forgive them and marry them?
It will base on the reason why you guys break up. As I always say, breakup should be painful. Sometimes it's not painful. You just left and later you come back in a mere. But if in the painful situation, it's hard to go back to your ex if the breakup was really, really painful. But if in a mere phone cut off communication and later you come back, I think that one will work. But when you go through the normal process of breaking up, that both of you get hurt, coming back is no good advice.
Thank you very much, class rep. It's a long time you spoke. That's actually I give you the chance to speak to us, and thank you for coming to read our story for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Bismarck.
Let me step out so that I can
Yes. So this is, you can step out. Thank you very much. So this is our class rep. He wants to build our numbers. Hit us up to make sure that we leave here with a 50K. And thank you very much. I can see Connie Comfort. Connie is here. I think she's being a bedding to the guy. And the guy has told us in the story that he's not ready to lose this girl. He loves the girl so much, and he's not ready to lose this girl. Most of us are in the same dilemma, and it's strange because our topic for this week is how to marry with a child. So when they sent me this morning's case study that has come to us, I was like, wow, this is almost the same thing like my issues, how to move on with life. One of the things that no woman should ever think of is to become a burden in the sight of any man just because you think that and for that matter, he needs to come into your aid. This young lady's story is not too nice for me. If this is my sister, I might find an opportunity to disown her until she repents. What do I call opportunity to disown her? She's not my child, so that will be difficult. My parents can disown her, but she will remain as my sister forever. This one is very bad, that a man refers to you as a baby mama. You started a relationship in March, and everything was going on well, and because you started in 2018, this man never put a ring on your finger. He didn't marry you. You were a girlfriend. You were a sex mate. You were talking jolly from 2017 that you started a relationship. Now, everything was going on well with you, and you had a daughter in April 2020. So you're able to go out with this guy for 3 years. He didn't think of making a family with you, but had a child with you. Now, in the first place, where from the cheating? Because this is not a registered relationship. That is why you're able to walk out like that as a baby mama. Yeah. Yeah. If you are a wife who has gone through a process and the man has divorced you, either by traditional process or by the civil process, I don't think you go and come back. Why is it that since this guy left you till today, nobody wants you to be with them as a wife? Why has it been difficult for you to have somebody keep you for themselves as Mrs.? You've just become use and dump. Is that it? Or you become an asset that everybody can access as and when. And when anything happens, they pull out. Because in this story, you're making it clear to us that a young man, you say, cheated. So even though he was not married to you, your interest for 3 years plus was not the marriage. Because after your child was born, you left the relationship finally when your child was 2 years. You delivered in 2022, and you said he has cheated you delivered in 2020 and said he has cheated in 2020, and in 2022 you left the relationship because he has cheated on you in 2022. So you are able to live with a man who has not paid your bride price but has a child with you, and pretending to be a wife, acting like this is the best place to be. Nobody loves you. Nobody loves you. Is that what we're talking about? That somebody can keep you, and after 2022, fast forward, the young man realized that you found somebody else. He was taking care of his child because you didn't complain he was not doing so. But you found a new lover who has come in your way to assist you live happy, because you want your happiness to be dependent on others. Then you can leave that one too and come back to your old cargo, who is the father of your child or your daughter, to be precise. The discussion of whether you are coming back as a sign of regret, you are coming back as a sign of forgiveness, you are coming back because you are born one and nobody wants you, or you are coming back because No matter where you go, he is more caring and more supportive than whoever you're going to be with. You are coming back because you think that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know, or the angel you know is better than the devil you don't know, which I don't know which one goes. But you're coming back to this same guy you have a child with. If when you broke up with this guy, you didn't move on, nobody wanted you, and then you kept on pushing, looking for, and it seems like you're coming back, the story will be different. But here's the case: the young man who put you in the family way, who you have a child with, unfortunately, is still available for you. Is it because he's not still married? That is why you are happy. Are you happy nobody has come in his way to come and marry? Are you excited that your baby daddy is coming back to you because it's better than where you went? Was the other guy complaining that you have a child? Was the other guy determining your life according to the girl you have with the father? Or you felt that ever since you left, even though the guy was not with you, you are able to live according to what he brings to the daughter? What is special about your comeback to him? Because naturally, when you break up with people, you don't come back. Even in divorce, nobody can stop you, but you can come back after divorce. The law allows that. Yeah, you can reconstitute your marriage again and go back and marry. Nobody can stop you. But how does it feel that you have a child with a certain man who you have bluffed? I have moved on. I have moved on. Thank you very much. I have moved on. Then all of a sudden, you are back. You are still available for him. That if you are available for him and he has come your way, why won't you let him do the needful? By leaving him and coming back again, you now come back and you call it a reunion. What reunion is this? Did you have a union at all? Was there a union at all that you are now uniting that union? Let me bring this to the notice of all of us, especially women. You are too valuable to give yourself up like that. I'm not saying that don't follow your heart. No. But in this case, you should come different from the previous. This guy has lived with you from 2017 to 2022. Apparently, 2017 to 2022 is 5 years. And never saw anything in you to make you a wife, but rather saw you as a baby-making machine. And you fell for making a baby for him. You've not reported his irresponsibility. So why, when you were coming back this time with one child, you didn't allow your bride price to be paid? Or you wanted to come and check whether the chemistry is there? Or you wanted to check whether he's still sexually potent? But you come and say you called something reunion. And after sexual intercourse, you realize that he's no more nice like he was 3 years or 5 years ago. He's no more the sex guy, the guy who can carry you, the guy who can bang you, the guy who can say silly things when he's having sex with you. He's no more. So you shut the door that you made open again. Is it right that you give opportunity to this ex to still come back into your life? And the funny thing is that the guy says that he never went back for you. But once you've come back and united, he's getting hurt that you are being silent on him. Because right now you're comparing intimacy. And that's what I asked Belle the last time. If I'm having sexual intercourse with you and have erected enough, I am pushing enough, and you are not enjoying, why should I be blamed for your non-enjoyment? Since you left and went to find a new guy who has become your comparison in intimacy with me, has he gone to open the vulva? Have there been an expansion? Is he using something else to mash you than what I have been using before you left? If there is any change, shouldn't I be the one who has become smaller in where you went to sell? And I know how painful it is when you are able to tell a woman that, I think you've opened up since you left. That could have been a big fight. But most men would not be able to say it, so they keep quiet and trash from the side. You can't say it is open. You want to hate, because when you go and say it's open, they will tell you that your fellow man have been using it without complaining. So if you are carrying a pen drive, make sure that you put it in the system unit to the extent that it will be able to fit it. There are times that my phone, the charger, becomes open because of the in and out. So I put it in my mouth and I close it so it can have a proper contact. So I understand that the young lady have come and the previous thing is no more fitting. Something you've used before. Yesterday I made a statement that the woman's private parts, no woman's private parts is the same when it comes to sexual intercourse. But the male organ, all of us, our male organs are the same. Just that you find some to be long, some should be short, some should be slim, but they do the same work. Depending on you who is receiving and what your system have been built to receive. So every woman you have sexual intercourse with is different. But every man who you have sexual intercourse with, ideally, if you're complaining you are not reaching where you're going, it could be that the man's performance is below belt based on his erectional dysfunction. But if the male organ is erected, not like Belle's own, where it is different. Belle. I've seen Belle's message. I don't want to be distracted, but I'm tempted to read it because these are class prefects. When they write, you have to read. It says some are slim and long all the way. I'm sorry. So, yes, some are slim, some are long. No matter how their physical structure will be in the anatomy, it is still a cup with a shaft. As compared to the nerves in the vagina walls. The nerves in the vagina wall makes every vagina unique and tastes different. Do you get it? So when people are describing long, thick, black, short, and you are a man like me, hosting and moderating, and what is written seems to have a description of what you have, you can be distracted. Or it is not like what they just described. Let me share a funny story with you. The young lady was living with her husband, and the brother-in-law came to town to do a course for seven days. And when the brother-in-law came, a young brother-in-law, every morning he wakes up, before he would greet Auntie Belle, good morning. Good morning, how are you, Kwaku? Kwaku is always in boxer shorts. And that boxer shorts, that is as if the side has a pocket that you can enter. And when Kweku wakes up in the morning, the male organ looks so scary. And that's the junior brother of the husband. So the lady kept wondering, what is this? Because what my husband is carrying that I'm complaining is about 6 times less. How can a junior brother's male organ become bigger than the senior brother I'm marrying? And as if he's spiting me or laughing at me, he wakes up every morning and comes to greet me with this thing that is my desire. I am struggling with the pen drive in this room. According to the woman, the husband's male organ is too small. And when he complained, the husband said, oh, I think it's a family thing. So when the brother came and the brother's own was getting closer to the thigh, like Shatawale's type in the boxer shorts, she kept asking questions and answering by herself, and said she was thanking God for the life of whoever will marry the junior brother-in-law, because this one is what every woman will go for, not the husband's own. So the husband's male organ is small, but he's using money to add to the length of the male organ. He's caring and he's nice. The only challenge I have is that the male organ is small. My question is that truly, women, when you come, answer me, Belle and the team. Is it true that at times that the male organ is small or you are big? You are bigger than what people say. You are bigger than what people say. Hey, bigger than what people say. Hey, that's really good. Who determines an organ is big? And it's another question I want ladies to come and help me answer. Who determines an organ is small? Because this lady's complaint why she has left is because there is no more intimacy. See this class rep distracting me. Who have said you know any other one except your husband? So please, so the description you gave us, I didn't want to say it, but you just came to describe this man's male organ. And there are other young girls on the bill like Vic. And I don't want to talk about Efia who have a knee problem. You are describing how long and thick this thing is. Hey, Belle, you have truly enjoyed and you are truly enjoying. But who determines the size? Because there are men who have walked out somewhere and they come back disturbed. You ask them what's the reason. He said, I had a girl today who was complaining so much. And the house they are coming from, they describe what they have as toothpick. So far here. So what you are using at home, that is not admired. You take it out there and it is admired. Like a young lady told me, I've lived with my husband for 12 years. Little did I know that what you said some years back will be relevant to me now. I say, hey, how? So I made a statement that the value of a woman's private parts can never be determined by anybody. It is determined by who hooks you up. And I explained. The same woman's female organ that somebody paid 100 cedis and chopped in some small corridor on the floor is having a rate card of $1,000 in Bahamas. Nothing has changed. But it depends on who took it, where they've taken it, and why. So you can't determine the value of your private part as a woman. The price tag is who you meet, not how they use it. Now, the other thing is that should the chemistry of your intimacy be determined by yourself or by the other party? Because people keep saying that sex is a chemistry. And if I don't have the chemistry with you, I cannot have sex with you. I have not come to agree as a sex therapist. Because you see, when people keep talking that way, it means that they begin to depend on another person to become happy. But you don't have to, people can easily make you sad. But don't make your happiness to be determined by a certain person. Otherwise, my absence will make you sad. But my absence and my presence should keep you going. So watch this girl's story. The guy says eventually they had sex and he said, "You have changed. I don't feel what I was feeling with you before I left you." And from that day, she has left and created that silence. Choose when to talk. Choose when not to talk. And he has made an intent that this one that has come back, I won't let it go again. I want to make it permanent. Because I have a child with her. And if she has come back, I want to build a family based on the child I have with her. The issue is, this young man, his happiness is not that the girl has come back and they are intimate and they are back to sex. But the girl is back so that they have one child already. They can continue with 2, 3. So the intent of settling with the girl is to have more children with the girl. That's the family he wants to be. And the medium by building the family is the sexual intercourse. Because they've lived 5 years, not as husband and wife, but depending on each other for sex. And the child is out of it. Why is this girl too available for this man? The fact that you have a child with a man doesn't mean that you should be available for the man, unless you have a desire in your heart that this is the man I want to be for. Because like I was saying earlier, you are coming home with a certain guy in your own house. You get to your gate and here comes a car park there. Who is in the car? Your baby daddy. What right does he have? Your baby daddy doesn't have any right to come to your house without your prior notice. As a matter of fact, his visit must be programmed. And he even has the guts to question who you are working with. He has the guts to question whose car you are sitting in. When a man has a child with you, he is not your husband. He can't say, "I'm protecting you because of our child." I know most women are suffering taking care of their children because the men they are with says, "Once you refuse me sex, I will not take care of the child anymore." If you are any of those people and you're watching me, any man who has put you in the family way, who has a child with you and has refused to pay the welfare and the stipend of the child, and his reason is because you have refused him to continue having his way with you, please contact me. Please, I'm begging you to contact me. I want to be part of this case. Even if it's for free, I want to be part of it. I want us to teach him sense that your private part is not for him. And you will trust in your fadi to fees. Se Sadianka, Uba Kwamo man penibia do tre amademi to fees. And Kwasia Sambeno. One man do Buma na Bema for Flo do, Nami for music umbrella. Na Bema be a Jimia Mase. Ankolane Sikade ye tete Ghana or Senewa or Senu tete ne pepe Jimini Bema or only quatenting. I may answer questions in it. Ubo question be the man may answer. Sambe Bobio. The I say, ebi mo nyam now, ebi nya baby daddy. Ebi mbe mama warewa anko ya wade negu. I have a case of a woman who says he will not go and ask the husband for money again for the children. Why? Because anytime he goes to the ex-husband to go and ask for money, the ex-husband will making advances. Say yeah, to say yeah, let's stop marriage and then have fun. And once she refused, and she made a mistake, she told me the honest truth that one day, because of that, and because of the child, she just gave in. Even though she enjoyed it, she came back to me and was crying that this is so regretful. That why did she leave the marriage and still went to give it? Because the child was going to JSS, SS, and he has passed so well, and they have to go and buy his things. This man is bluffing, and the child has gotten a good school with the grades. So he went there and he said, so, are you happy? The times we were sharing together, behind the car, on the dashboard, on the bonnet, in this house that you've left me alone, are you happy? Who can have sex with you without me? Then all of a sudden she gave it, but she's never forgiven herself. Well, she gave in to the guy, and the guy's school fees was 1,150 something or so. Then the guy just gave him that 1,150 something, not even with transportation. When she asked that, let's kind of say we are answer babaji. What sort of painful foolishness is that with a man? If you're a man watching me and that's what you're doing with your baby daddy, your baby mama, stop it. It's not good. It's not good. Don't smile about it. If you want to have sex with your baby mama before you take care of your own child, God will punish you. As a matter of fact, God punish you for that particular action. If your children's welfare has gone down the drain because you are demanding a continuation of an act of sex before you do what is needful, may God forgive you. As you watch this video, you will change your mind. And some of them is more painful to the extent that the women they even left are married. Some of them is more painful that even the women that they had the children with are married. And when the women come to ask for the school fees for the children, they don't care about whoever they are married to. They want to still sleep with them before they pay the fees. This is why most men will not even allow their wives to go and even see their baby daddy again to collect anything. I don't have any case about it. It's better if they send it. Yes, modernization. Send it into my account. Send it into my Momo. But if my wife will go to the house of the baby daddy, she goes well. She goes well. The way you see the machine, you can't touch the machine anymore. Unless the machine gives you the chance. There's no vulnerability in the machine. So some of you too, in my statement, you are too available. You are too available. The fact that you have a child with you doesn't mean that they have control over who entered your house. And the children came over this weekend. They are mentioning Kojo. I want to advise you that no matter what it is, I'm not in your house. I can't control your house. But if the children are there, you are bringing any man to come and sleep over. Please wait till the boys sleep before you bring the men. Otherwise, you are spoiling their future. Because if the children are there and they see men coming into your room to sleep with you like that, what character are you building in them? Okay. They behave as if they care. When they come and pick the children up, at times after divorce, they give you custody and access. Every week, the children will go to their father and come. Something will happen. Who came there this time? A certain man came there. We don't even know. He came there before we woke up in the morning. He was sleeping and he asked us, "How are you?" And he gave us money before we went to school. Yeah, yesterday we went to school with a BMW. It's Uncle Silas. Who's Uncle Silas? He has a very nice car, Daddy. His car is very nice, Daddy. Your own. So he took us to school. When we got to the school, everyone was looking at the new car. It was fresh car. Then your ex-husband is going to call you and speak loose. I do have a child about here. And kwala lenya won kwa wo dia eye nyina yemba na men kan it so bia e bia obeka se bia mawu a mani nka mamrem. You know that kind of statement. Enye sana me kan na kwala ni yie die ne omo daachi e ha me nso e ha me na me kire na ase ne se junior ese ene omo de care bi ko school Monday anope na Uncle Silas bi okosi omo bi ase ka na yefe me de se waso afrofro no adwaman a me ntimi nka se jaye so onya wale phobia awale ne jaye ba se o de ahyawo bra besi wani so na ebe man kola na hu a o baba no den na wo kire no me de obekoso aye ni se a me no ma ba mane se ahyawo na wo bo Germany ha o na mmesesa me mba esa se ntimi tra UK na nkola na hu we me kan kire me wo be ka se fa me ho wo a menimu no wo be justify bibia wo a menimu no me ko ka ba iya me ba nya bufuo so na me kan ba e me yasa nkola na ehu bibi se na be man kotobonku ben e na ko do ba fie be man ho aso de enya wo fie na oba abeda. I see the advising you, but this same man, when you started with him, was sleeping with you in your apartment until you got married. So what has changed? What has changed? As a matter of fact, it's very dangerous to go and sleep over. Because when you go and sleep over, maybe you die. What happens? But look at the question the guy, he's trying to put you in trouble. Because if you want to go and sleep over the guy's house, who will you leave the children with? He's behaving as if he's protecting the interests of the children. He has no, look, I don't have control over my baby mama. If she's traveling, she calls me and says, I'll be leaving the country in August and I'll be coming back in November. I just want you to know. What are you going to do there? It's none of my business. Which part of Europe are you going? It's none of my business. Who is dropping you? It's none of my business. I don't even ask, have you told your daughter? For what? She told me. So I choose when to tell the daughter. So I get home. And the first person I tell that my baby mommy is traveling is my wife in the house. Grace's mother is traveling. She says she's going to Europe. So, okay, that's nice. And it ends there. And the type of wife I have, she's not going to interrogate me. Hey. And she called you to tell you she's traveling. Why? She wanted you to buy tickets for her or something. She won't do this nonsense. As compared to some women I know, this is a conversation for them. The fact is, I control the narrative. I control what is going on. I know where the bus stops. The same way, if my wife's baby daddy wants to do anything, I mean, it's okay. And anytime they want to visit, they visit and come and have good comfort. I've not seen any of them come into the house to eat before. But each of them come and they love the environment they've come in. Don't allow your ex to determine the way the edges of your life are lived. As a matter of fact, most of them are called. Hey, enemy who kwalano mami o. Ewo he. Na be saying. You saw Gina Trotro station, whatever station. You may be oko. Some so called Kumasi said there is a Kumasi cast in a February. Then you pick a phone call. Hello. And you say, Naja Oko here, so Gina Kumasi station. Now, VIP, me. Ah, your daily survivor doesn't add anything to my milk. And it is not a son in my Gary. Your daughter is with me. She's living with other siblings. If the daughter is with you and you are traveling, you want to come and leave the daughter with me. Your detail in where you are going doesn't change anything because she has a space in that house. I think we need to learn how to relate with this ex-husband and things. But I want to encourage you. If there's any ex-husband or baby daddy who want to continue an amorous relationship with you so they can pay the fees of the children, please get in touch. 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. You need to take this initiative because if you don't take this initiative, you become a baller bird. Why should everybody report where you are? And you find yourself in a gathering, and the first thing you hear is that somebody has really called your husband, giving a rundown. As I wrap up and I end here, ladies and gentlemen, may I, with a clap of friend, welcome Belle. Belle, I'm happy. Good evening, my dear. Yesterday I missed you. Yesterday I was waiting for you to give an apology to you in front of all the members in the house. So now that you have come and we are coming back. Yeah, I'll come and I'll tell you why. You don't know why I have to apologize to you. I'll come. But thank you for coming. I've seen all your messages and describing the length of the male organ. I'll come and you tell me more about the length of the male organ. Whatever you use to measure it. And I saw your live this morning too. I followed your live too. It was good. You're doing well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Belle Penewoba, Yajiatun. I'm leaving the table right now. It's exactly 12 minutes. I told you I'm closing exactly 1 hour, 45 minutes. So I've reduced my time and given to you. My question is simple. Should you marry her because you need to make family with her, because she has child for you? Is it safe to marry your ex than to go and start afresh? So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you. Your messages are welcome. So I think I saw Abner Sugar. So if you're watching me and you have questions, paste it there and I'll let them read for me. So Belle, you can scroll down, and if there are questions that I need to answer, I will do. As I go to Facebook too as well. Connie Comfort says the woman decides the size of. Frederick said the answer is they are big, not the manhood. Hey. So you can be big, but not the manhood. So like a cock can be a big man, but the manhood is not a big manhood.
I think that the size is subjective, isn't it?
Oh, the size is subjective?
Yeah, I think it is.
Belle, be careful because apart from your sons and your husband's own, you have not really encountered anything before.
No.
So you are really a virgin when it comes to sexual issues.
And I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
No, but you can't be sad. No, Belle, you can't be sad.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you can't be sad. You have nothing to compare.
Yeah.
And if you have anything to compare, like you'll be excited. Because that is where you can say what you have is truly the best in town.
I can't say it's the best in town because I don't know what it was in town, but it's the best for me.
Yeah, so it is what you have designed for yourself. And even what you are saying is best for you. If by mistake anybody try to use it, they'll come and say, ah, now when I go to Tinahui.
More experience. They've been around the block. So
you know, it is said by research that if any young girl goes to sleep with your husband and they give you more respect, it means the performance of your husband was good. But if your husband sleeps with any girl and the girl stop giving you respect, it means wabong. So when you come and pass with the car, say a car or permatra, ni kunu kwati say nkruma ayabwa the 5 cities. One nam kromu j sa. Sia ye pa the pebi dia. Papa yi de mami de bia obo ne yire ho ban de bia na na my crew and my husband. Papa yi ba ya. When you were ramp. When you were ramp.
Counselor, and you're not now to an evidence, you know. I'm promising you are bigger than what people know. Oh, you are good.
You make already is make. This is my big. There's no boy over with me. Hey, out there, one. Yeah, two no na kai bell. I say una go describing I'm got to no.
Oh, and your mother me
Hey, Vicky. My son beside said, why not determine quartier so? Now, mommy beside echo first. Echo. Quartier so. Wouldn't him? And I will tremble baby a catcher.
Oh, me.
Wouldn't him? Echo. Listen to the question very well. Don't just answer because you are in black tie with the ash shirt. My question is, if your male organ is big, what is so? Echo, wouldn't him answer na would about and no about the catcher or so be most one nation.
Okay, as some way no, me answer me chia obia first na mayori utemudi, but we not for your ears. When you playboy, you definitely know, and I have been there before. And as some way no, you only playboys who can answer. Into meaning some cortisol.
Echo, this thing mokan whilst we are yet sinners now mokan. Most of them are deception. Tell me.
And yet deception, counselor. Oh, say, and we say we are good. Obia be here one day, pepe, as some no one, no akwana wa say ababion. Why do we keep coming back? It's because you are good. I have traveled around so many times, and I am fortunate. But when you say heaven, you know, me Jesus na say na me God. But you will tell me because yeah.
Where the all African tribes need be that, and where the Bro need that, where the Caucasian that, where the Indian need that.
Serious revelation be waha. Mayere still is not for your ears. One of the most difficult people to be in bed with them is Nigerians because they are circumcised and it's quite difficult to.
Hold on. Oh, Cambrofo, boy, didn't buy. Well, see, one of the difficult women to be in bed with are Nigerian women, and they are circumcised. And I say anything, Oba transfer your trap.
Especially Benin ladies, you know, with respect to Benin
Nigeria, Benin, Nigeria.
Yeah, and trust me, Omunia, because I am one member Benin for no, and say only. Not only skilled when it comes to love making. Trust me, because almost science they don't care what you are giving them in terms of cash. They want you.
I want to say Ghana for now. Okay.
Kind of unless one because I know that I qualify you to be with them. I know they qualify because so only Kwatekesia. That day, no be disqualified. Say no, they qualified. So for a Nigerian Benin lady to tell you, say, Okoti there, so many, you know, it means oh yeah, the top class because omo fa bibia keke. Omo fa bibia. No, also so no the say susu. Kansala, they we no. One by Jesus in tea. Say am I free?
Yeah, only almost said the susu kwati.
So yes, and Sakura and Sawa run the draws. Trust me, anybody should come here and tell me Sameboa. Unless
say Usiana, what in Sabe susu kwati and sana.
Now, on said, Councillor, a more seductive way of asking you and being with you are. Trust me, no matter how smart you are, no obey. Because on said, Ghana ni oba or per se on crock one way on the way no abepa one crock abra only nipa crop oh yeah.
And the crocron be sure what size.
Yes, into abeka say oh you tune in same crown on fin dia agro kaka na sa die.
Hey, now we shall ba wunim no see you bear man of antu ni sem na we mu akukudro. Now the tune in sem na you na so akofa ne.
Enkomo no new bed obe start new bed because omo no so omo ye omo kita foolish kraman ahobra se bi. Oh, inti na o we on no be ye inti enkomo ne start if you want say who say call seductive way and as a sexual way pepe. Now was switch quick. No, it will take the guys who are a bit playful to get it. And this on your castle in your Okodi language, you know. And to say, oh yes, smart kaka, you even know say Okodi language, you know. And when person make the answer, Mary Virgin say I'm still Shadia the most.
Oh, okay, we didn't until I said, whilst you were yet sinners, until Christ died, our experience naturally. And I said, time we are Simona what is so. Wale na aya ketwa.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool.
So we are back here on TikTok, and I see message the covers the women decide the size of the male organ. Wow. And then Philip says, girls watch too much porn and think that what they see is what they see in it. Every man should have. Abranti Philip. And the Philip got this one. Welcome, we kindly share. Jay Nana Masantua, thank you for joining me. Share the page for me and let's go together. Barbara is just giving me emojis and laughing. All right, I'm back to TikTok. My people here on TikTok. Barbara, thank you for being here. So TikTok, let's go. TikTokers. What?
Counselor, can I say something?
So let's start from Belle. Belle, your experience is very important to us. So let's hear you.
No, I'm talking about who determines the size.
Who determines whether your size is big or is small?
Yeah. I think as for that one, they'll probably do the women. I don't know, but I feel as though it's just like I'm a woman, right? When I whom a young combat and a tosso again a tosso, what I say.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know for now yourself like you can't my what to men come home and I make home.
Okay.
So I believe that men also know that. Because I remember one of my husband's friend, he told me like when they were in secondary school in Ghana, the boys used to bath together and everything.
Yeah.
Have a shower together.
Yeah.
And there was one of my husband's friends, apparently his penis is extremely large, compared to everybody else. And in secondary school back then, that they used to give respect to the one who has the,
the one that can carry the pill.
So this particular friend of ours, Counselor, he's about 40, and he's single. And one of the reasons has been because every woman that he's been with, they complain that he's too big and sex is not enjoyable and it's too painful because he's extremely large, right?
Wow.
So when he goes into a relationship, sometimes he will have to wait for to really get to know the girl, to really get the vibes going. But in the moment the girl will see that, like, Jesus Christ, you want to, well, you're trying to dissect me or whatever, So he's actually having issues because he's extremely large. He's actually having issues, to find a date.
So tell him to go to Ivory Coast or Nigeria or Benin Republic, according to the former sinner.
So I think that as a man, you know that if this is like average, you know that you're within the average. If you know this is like really big, you know. If you know yours is small, you know. Trust me, you know. But end of the day, I feel that men just want to hear women's, because someone, you can have maybe like I don't know what the average size penis is supposed to be, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the average size penis
I'll give you the average. I'll give you the average size.
Okay.
Was the average size of the penis?
Oh. No, I'm saying instead.
Oh.
Within yourself, you know that I have a normal, or I have a longer one or a bigger one.
No, but you see, let me help you here, Belle. So when we talk about average size, the average size of the male organ, we have what we call the average size when the penis is flaccid, and the average size when the penis has erected. And the size of a penis is not about the circumference. Penis sizes are measured by length. So the length of the penis is what is mentioned, because a woman's vulva is also mentioned by length. So when we say you have just 9 inches, no male organ can go far past 9 inches. No matter how your penis is long, you hit 9 inches. But when somebody is dissecting your womb, as you keep saying, then the person has been able to hit your 9 inches, which is not possible, because an erected penis should just have 5.16 inches. That's an average erected penis. It's supposed to be 5.16 inches. But at flaccid, when it's flaccid, it should be between 3.6. That's flaccid. It's adua. So my question is, how do you determine say continuous? Because at the end of you meet it flaccid.
Counselor, I don't think that people determine by the size per se. I think it's performance, but they're probably like, I'm gonna mix the two together.
So when we say nicotis one, is it performance or the size of the organ?
No, I think it's the performance that the women, when they say nicotis, because like the performance is poor. I'm sorry. I think that's what most women mean when they say that.
I know, counselor, I know say performance is that.
Okay.
But at the end now, when you saw, when you saw, when you said you were here, and then what the Bakus or Hona age now, how was it? Ran at the Akaway. Oh,
oh, say, oh, say that.
Hey. Oh, I don't know. I see. Yeah, but
victory. Okay, victory. When you talk about Kotiba now, where's the Akanwa? Kotiba is it the one when you've had experience with someone who has Kotiba? You're not comparing this second man to, and now say what you've seen. Maybe intermediate virgin.
You see, intermediate virgin. Everybody use.
Counselors spoke about. Okay, we don't talk about the like Nikesi, like Nikesi. We're talking about length.
Yeah, what I'm saying is say, Adiana Casada Hockey. I mean, come on, Usha, Palami fan say 5 years. Now, so Honoma, what think I say, and that Honum to say a boy, you're 25. And
just a boy.
Yeah, like original bit, penny vision, how to make us say, I call any something. And to make us any swan, Casan for your baby piano, penny yammy. Or Jinawa, where you bear my Jinawa. The size, you know, a work where you can change.
Oh, of course, say very
well. But then you were also about so car again, and I will say, if you a performance, they can all be to say yes. Performance asking the one question now, Mr. Council is an paper. Asking you this share Mumano. Only when you say, yeah, no, what can't say
Because obi di obi adada or see on any da eno piano. I say then how did you know? Very embarrassing. The lady pushed him off and asked him, "What are you using to fuck me?" And then I said, "Why?" I said, "No, you can't do this to me. If you've left it, let me go, and then when you get it, you call me back." Very, very embarrassing. Oh, there. In Crawford Breo, also piano. Everything said, then I didn't even know. So what you feel? I mean, unya no afraid me, and the girl dressed up and left. That is how I met him. He became my client because of that statement. Yes. Sure. The same way some guy too. I went to Togo to go and work for some time. And a guy came there, and then after his 20th birthday, when I met him, he was close to 35. He doesn't have a child. He's not been able to propose to any woman because the first lady that he met, the lady complained, said the cortisone. And the offer no pay ending. And the girl ejina no di ni cortina no ketua no enko. And I be see a canny team. He doesn't want to go to any woman. So in our story for today, the girl left because there was no intimacy. She's not feeling the chemistry of the intimacy. And that's what I'm asking that who determines whether this penis is good or it's not good? Because there are others that they said is not good. They went out there, the performance was okay.
But counselor, can I say something quickly?
Yes.
I'm asking all the women on here as well. You guys, please help me out. Because me, Bob, personally, counselor, I enjoy other things more than the actual penetration.
Maybe because you have penetrated too much.
Jesus Christ.
Afro. Share. Okay. Messi A Bia. What's up as all confirm? Messi A Bia. No, I can't cancel that there.
No, because it was the intimacy and your penetration. I feel like, I don't know, but especially like Africa for man. I feel like they've gotten the whole intimacy wrong.
Oh, that's how can Ghana for Asante for a woman.
Okay. Ghana for me, Ghana for me, Ghana me. So let me just go with my Ghanaian people. I feel like they've misunderstood the whole idea of intimacy.
Educate them, my sister.
It's extremely large penis.
Oh, Asante for you knew.
Because the thing was a prayer of no, that's not intimacy.
Sir.
But the man who put your baby, that is a Nazi, is a very 3 weeks and a supply in the young like who's a pounding now. You know what I'm talking about, Vicky. Don't
I know what you're talking about, but where a personal preference I give you because in the present maybe I'm a hospital. Because there was a woman who maybe go yeah, so you say Ghana more maybe per se you want to see that
Starboy,
I mean,
hey,
me, I don't want
Macho Starboy about Starboy. Yeah, didn't come away. What share be that? What share baby or see cut is 20 on D and now a sundodo. The movie way they will share that. And now I down for beer go share be that.
Me share be that is any kept back the own because of that reason.
There was small or big. And I think
my mission, I want to mission be a multi be a one find the man. But what I want to say that Almighty God, in the wisdom of He knows who knows everything. Short kakra, medium kakra, or kakra. Na one nama observing the say she be see an apple, no was kuno or matcha, the wound perfect, no one penetrate. But the bishop is if you have one to my make it with time on the wound there, who could an apple, and one match. If you want to go to some time by that for one sign it as yes, into the domino identity. Now, so you like speed, the speed, you know, here. Side chicks on today, all side chick on your one speed. But honey, do you like it like this? Should I turn like this? Is it okay? Should I insert it? Is it nice? Would you want to turn? Would you want to ride me? You know, you talk to her and you can't say for my love. You know, I'll do everything for you. You know, you are my everything. I mean, as I'm not saying kind of, I didn't realm. The means of money are rosy or friend sex. That is my little observation. More from a
Starboy.
Counselor, can I ask Starboy a question?
Let me ask him, then you come again, Starboy. And your brand here on any gay on an hour say, or buy on any dear was a centi on person in better view. Now, shy, now your trouble is it from the man or is from the woman?
It could be okay.
In what way?
It could be, as time, only age, and I don't know, female genital, it will begin to, reduce. Maybe I'll first the way to make an alien, no way make a tune, so look of into coded into no dominant identity by them to they be age in could be a factor, they be, we age too much in the baby, so about you pick and with them time and on the so more. So it could be, these three factors. That's what I would say.
Obviously, Casamao, men Casamo Munina. Bell, ask your question.
Counselor was asking, say, like for you guys, like, do you know, say, if you have a big or a small one or a medium one, from your own, from you, do you think, say, you have an average penis or on the larger side or on the smaller side? Be honest, don't lie. Hey! When I saw person who did see me at all, I said, I want to me kind of
When it's not personal question and not a general question. When will be general question and answer personal question.
Start will answer the gift or the gift answer. Well, Starbucks answer with the rose.
Yeah, because I want to know if he knows which category he falls under.
He says, when you come, whatever is there, use it and go.
Counselor, Miss Abby, your old fan. I said, well, we are show we need the bandy. Sir, I don't call it your friend and Kobe. Or the Miss or the Ifra or the Ifra, but we know him Kobe.
Sir,
sir, and I'm
sir,
the man who couldn't share what you could share how we I'm not saying, and I'm
and did you ever share beer dinner? Bell, have you gotten the answer to your question?
No, but it's okay. It's fine.
Kwagu? Hey, all of a sudden the man. The answers cannot come. Because you see, my problem is when a woman is complaining that I'm not enjoying the act, Bell, I remember when we're making the last time you made one of a true judgment that after the second born delivery, your libido left you. Now, so that's an honest report. But you also said that when you traveled out, you thought it was gone, but it came back and you were excited. So my issue is that if I'm having an affair with you and you are not enjoying, why should I be blamed?
Oh, I don't think you should be blamed, but I think that it would be nice to show and know, empathy for me. Because end of the day, if we're having intimacy, it's supposed to be enjoyed by both parties. Do you understand? So if you know, say within yourself, like your capacity, you're doing everything to make me like satisfy me, and I'm telling you that, listen, I'm not satisfied. I think we should be able to work together to find out why.
Empathy for what? Because you are saying you are not enjoying the thing. It's not that my male organ is not erected. It's erected. It's hard enough. Okay. I'm going fast. So why am I supposed to be blamed for what you are not enjoying?
No, I don't think you can be blamed. I feel like, like with my personal situation, I never blamed anybody. I blamed Beth. I blamed giving Beth data because before that, I enjoyed my husband very much. I enjoyed intimacy very much.
So you see, good.
So I never blamed the man.
Good. So Belle, look at this. The story we are dealing with today, the girl has abandoned the boy because before she left the guy, she was enjoying the intimacy and the sex with the guy. But coming back, the enjoyment is no more there. And it's blaming the guy.
It can go yes, because she's going to have experience out there. When he was with the guy.
So let's take it one after the other. Women caucus, one after the other.
Yeah, so I was saying that it's because she has gone out to be with other men.
Okay.
Well, coach is different apples, So now she's come back and she's comparing. That's what's happening. Because if she was enjoying it before, you've left, you've come back, nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is you, not the man. The man has been constant throughout the whole thing. You're the one who did, you made a change.
No, the man can change as well, Bill.
Okay.
The man can change. The man can change the sense. The man can change. The man can change. The reason is that baby having a sex drive. Be a girl one in the war on a sex drive and match a guy no okay. If you're mujayan, Wakosia or baby at your baby be a funny sir. Instead of first on a performance than I want if you artist because this person was not complaining. Don't forget, men can do that. Be a one way war now it was a different performance level and not a get away because I get away and a sex drive or high now be or matching. But mujayan or for different person on the now baby are uncomplaining. Okay, man. That can make you, because all these things are experiences. It can whether make you or make you the person you meet. Again, girl also a question before, so it might be said the poor question but also a good dad. The ex way, see coming back, that has been the what I say that has been the difference for her. And now because if not, Obi are not now with the now before now enjoy. Why are you complaining now? Because before now you were content with that because that's the only thing you knew at that time. So it was good for you. It's like the same way as back. Mobile, it won't be the same. There will be because we've all gone to have experiences, and you come in and be comparing. So that's what happened to the lady. And yes, I'll blame me. And that guy in the fort, and no about the fort. They've gone to have experience out there. And he just has to move on. I mean, who is a move on because I'm one.
So here
they have to change gears now. I want to get the changing now.
In what way?
It could be both ways. So I'm with a clear on that part. It could be both ways but now that Obia Konyan experience or not even having the experience, Obia wanted it. But my thing is now I just say motorway. So now we'll do baby not pothole. When coming back, that pothole is still you. You're not going to tell me say I slow down now. Now you are going to go smoothly because now okay. So the same way the other way. Onam kwano so na kwani e good you are it is me wahan say when I'm driving but if I'm a bag and I was certain places yeah may drive there I will make the caution better. So when these two people meet now we baby I be away coin or call back on baby away fire never guy ni corn is smooth and I have a guy ni corn harder than the guy used to do. Now this is I said the gears no coach you or no coach now. So she was expecting, say, and your man, and if your guy knows to be your coin, and one go back home. So, on to buy and we am complaining to on to sign or the Bama ways, forgetting, say, if you are now, no, yes, if you are forgetting, but without realizing, say, as a no master, I'm a nipple with this, which is why communication in these type of things, they are very important. Who do you mean, catch me, say, oh, buy and no, see, I didn't dinner up in a 1 man farmer. How do I know? If you see an open it, it's open slow. If you try to open slow, open harder or faster, you know. So anything a communication thing will have to come in. So unless she do that, Mom can say guide, Mom will blame me guide.
So Martha, what the other day? Martha. I'm saying Martha, virginity into your call. But may say beside some for
answer me question, Nipacho.
Call.
Before I'm read because a star boy can want them. And press a memo no munya then they reduce you. Because star boy can I don't know how to die because Matibida. And I was like, how did you know?
Oh, okay. Ebisao.
Aha. One neck high. And I'm still complaining. That I also say I to. I don't know, baby.
Matilda Okaras here.
So I was surprised.
You are no.
It's reducing with time, man. Because oh, suddenly a mood come. What's that? American? What's not even one child? It become not a star boy come. I bet obey used to it. And in the time, we don't even see, say, but first they don't share the outcome, say,
yeah, but that's
most
people are just so focused on the time.
I think say it's so focused. It's part of what I make sure most of the men are not good with romance. So I think to compensate the whole thing, the thing has to be good. It has to be enough size to compensate.
But you can romance the guy too.
Hey, it works both ways. But as a man, they also have what they like about us. Don't forget. Again, as a man, when you meet them, they will say, yeah, can they answer your pay? What we prefer or what we
romance in here. But I am telling you,
yes, because romance, is everything. Penetration, because according to
romance is not everything.
I'm not against you. I'm not against what you are saying. What I'm saying is that we want a preference. So yes, is the best, you know. And I know who you are. Because the other day, sometimes make us say how you broke your virginity can also a bit me ama how we will say. Obi on more romance, but now who could be signed about romance on to meet you. God no the only man is there. Obey my buy and a pam. Obi on him. I know, but they no, you cannot tell that is the best.
I know, but what I'm saying is that according to science, the way the female organs no made penetration is not the best way to actually satisfy a woman sexually. It's not. Penetration is mostly for a member, no. Yes. Yes. No, sis, hold on.
Romance without penetration is fine.
Because as I said, I got to a point. My libido was completely gone. So I was trying to find answers like what has happened to my body. So through that, I learned a lot. And then we said, actually, when it comes to sex now, penetration is the best way a woman enjoys it. That's why most women get out of sex early. Because
but what if you don't get a romance? Which way is going to be the best way then? Let me say something. Always say about the size of the man's penis. There's not really much you can do about it, but when it comes to the romance, you can learn and
adapt and learn new things to make it enjoyable. But the side of the penis, no, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do. And why don't you,
Belle, let me ask you one question. I have just one question for you. How did you come up with the realization? Say, I want a man will leave you doing it. How did you?
Because before, even when I was pregnant, I was very horny. I remember I was chasing my honey even in my pregnancy. It was the moment I had my daughter. From that day, for like the next 6 months, I never had the edge.
When you went away and all of that, and certain things can also trigger for certain things to be okay. In a way, from what you said, not just say, and yes, I warn you because you didn't go back to not having the baby, but you were able to get your libido in a way.
I know, and I'm saying that we had to explore. If we had just stayed in our house, or maybe it's a side of my husband's penis, it wouldn't have cared to say what I say. So obviously, I gave that example that sometimes the environment can also affect.
No, it can't be the size because it's the same size you are used to. So
and I mean,
come back.
Sometimes
if you find someone, don't throw.
That's the truth because someone the same man now on the wall, it won't be the size. It can't be an issue.
I've never said it's the size though. Again, like I feel like you guys can't just move past the size.
But girl, let's be realistic. Size is here. Obiandi ope. Let's be realistic. When it comes to this issue,
I know the size. I'm not disputing that. I'm saying.
Size concentration is not what makes the whole this thing. But
I'm saying, okay, my share counselor. I like everything about counselor. Look at this, the manual, or maybe about Ranabum, what you say. But I cannot just make it about just the side of it because size. No, there's nothing that counselor or my.
That is you. It doesn't apply to everyone. Somebody has issue with that. We are all different human beings. Like I'm saying, who's your baby?
You're not allowing me to laugh. You don't want to be American.
But you,
the brotherhood is proud of you.
Twaso, sorry, Twaso.
Belle, if you says complete what you are saying, so we can pick Papa Jet. Hello, Belle.
No, Papa Jet can go when it comes. It's fine. It's okay.
No, what if you wanted you? They wanted you to finish what you are saying because it's like in your conversation, understanding is being like if the male organ is small, once the person can meet you with romance, penetration.
People like it. So if I'm saying this, don't you make sure the mama 20. No, most size no, it's not true. Then you're going to keep every time you meet a man, the size knows not what you want. You're going to. It doesn't make any sense.
No, for Belle, let's be truthful. Belle, watch it here. Belle, watch it here. Belle, there are girls who have just turned rich guys away, handsome guys away because their penis are small, and they tell you that counselor, if I stay with him, I will cheat. Yes, I'm telling you. Yes, Belle. I'm telling you. Because this romance, Belle, you see, Belle, you might be fortunate by knowledge. Look at you. I admire your sense of investigation, that you realized that your libido was gone and it was not a burden for the family, but you're working on yourself. There are other women who have lost their libido and they are making somebody's son drink every concoction. They have lost their libido and they are making you do heaven on earth. You are sucking, you are lick stowelling, even though you are not called lick stowell, you are lick stowelling. Everything that you think should help her get there, you are doing it. But she didn't take the initiative like you did to realize that, Charlie, after delivery, my libido is gone. And truly speaking, like if you asked you, you said, yes, I was at the edge of, I love sex when I was pregnant. But when I delivered, I lost the drive. When you are pregnant, apart from clinical deficiencies that you get by pregnancy, your drive for sex must go up. So yes, that level of your increment, and already you are already sexually active. So you can easily determine that the thing is not there. Thank God you didn't blame your husband. But let me tell you the truth. 80% of women will land it on the man. And that's what this girl just did in this story. She just left the guy because the chemistry is no more there. But Belle, it's very difficult to look at the face of a woman and tell the woman that we can't say it. We can't say it. You can't say it. But it is so easy for girls or women to look at your face and tell you what is short. Are they?
That's what I'm saying. You said because the focus is so much on the size. Okay, as you said, no. Why not? What I say? Who said that you can't?
Let me tell you why it's difficult to say so about because baby has some funny TV buyer. And naturally, no, baby a TV buyer, you say hustle. But it doesn't sound well, said Bema Bekasa. But they be a Bema Kotiswa or back and yes, or wow. Because Kotibu or me fat to be mamu. So me second level of education we call China. So I spend most of my time in China. And we have students from Sierra Leone, Ghana, Botswana, Kenya. By any Chinese friends, no, omo port na ye jinso woman. Ghana had there no, there was solo kakra, US also was solo, but Chinese for there is lower. One, because of more height. Number two, Chinese need jinso we are ontumi wo so ne kote. As owoso a emba. Eso ho no enam no wo ho so much say kote ni pie eso. What I say? 18 be before men man ko ho almost me di omo man no mu feel say African men are men. And no romance because a man in romance is just an kind Bell can say bear man and romance also romance. But the makers is here and say there's a lot of distortion. Women, their interest is becoming in the size, and that's why I keep asking who determines the size of the penis? It is not any man, because I've met guys who believe that their penis is big. But they meet girls and the girls say, now what will they say? So? Yes. When they are crying, say the court is soon, they meet a girl, and I'm saying this to say, the size of the penis is measured by this by the length. The circumference with the flesh is determined by a hunama war. So the size of the vagina, the length, is normal. Obisi obi diobia mobi ephilia. Enya bibi sunku biao. Because unfortunately for us, the vagina doesn't erect. It doesn't. It is the penis that erects. But what I say? So truly the size of the penis matters. Where we also believe that you can have the size, but doesn't know how to use it. But most women, Belle, I'm telling you, will go for size compared to romance.
Yeah, because almost that's why.
No, and you must see the
That
deal.
is what Belle wanted to say.
No, Belle.
That is what Belle wanted to say from beginning. After the one man the time.
No, it's not that true. It's never true.
My problem is, you see me, my problem is,
Size is not relative. Because you know, because we per 6 or we per 5 or we per 8 that will be a you can't say that.
Hold on. Or the man, yes, we are coming at you because who can't say size. We are coming at what you saying say it matters to somebody and it doesn't. And your man so that same way, and I know we are coming. So I'll say about money there, I will say that one day we are coming personally. No, But listen, Bell, I have a hair covering that you know, in a way, me and we are on the same stage. But how do you know? Because I come here and I say certain things, but you don't know. What would they be saying? So that measurement now you wanted to put out the main thing is you hid behind the main sizes not to say what you actually wanted to say.
No, Vicky, you can't tell me what I wanted to say.
But you could have said it that way.
I know. If I wanted to say something,
the question from the beginning that way.
No, Vicky, you can't tell me what I've been trying to say. I know exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that people are just fixated on the size so much that they don't even look at other things. That's what I've been trying to say. And from everybody's what everybody been saying, that's what you've been proving to me as well. So I'm not instead or back to so. Please don't put words in my mouth.
I'm coming. Let me ask a question. Papa Net, can you determine the size of a woman's vagina? And if yes, how do you determine the size of a woman's vagina?
Well, I feel like
no, but it's a question. First and foremost, there's a question on the board. Hold on. There's a question on the board. You have to answer that one. Is your penis big, small, average?
it's big. Let's continue.
Simple. Okay.
Let's continue.
Bell, somebody have answered your question. He said his son is big. Cool. Yeah, go. So, how do you determine your vagina is big, Mr. Big Penis?
You can only determine a lady's vagina is big from your past experience. So, if you've been dealing with 12-inch diameter vagina and you know how it feels, you meet another woman, you penetrate, then you realize that this doesn't feel like what I used to penetrate. That is the only way you can use to determine. Other than that, you cannot determine.
Okay.
So that's the women as well, correct?
Come again.
Likewise for women, they can only determine a man's dick is big or small out of experience. Because what you call big, someone will call small.
Okay, so you see, so let's learn this. Someone wants to say something? Go ahead, Adiapena. Please go ahead because you've been quiet. Because we're talking about penis and it's strange to you as a virgin. Sorry, we are destroying your moral right. Go ahead, let's hear you. Oh, you want to confess? Oh, sorry, your ex is here, Papa Net. Go ahead, please.
Please, how do you know, like, you are compatible with someone sexually, like, because because time now, like, I was a teenager, now I'm a pastor. So them how are you not only like why you when it's in your so if you don't know, say if you're different why when you're compatible now what will you do?
Okay.
Let me please. Question because she was saying how do you know you are compatible sexually? And at the end of the question, he's now talking about general compatibility. So which one is she trying to say? You can be
inconsistent cases your bed.
How do you know you are compatible with someone sexually? Like, wouldn't it panic that you met the person for the first time? How will you know? Because
because you sleep with the person, then you get to find out that.
All right.
It was a very bad idea.
Okay, so I'm going to answer your question for you. I'll ask people to bring their ideas. But if you say you slept with a person and you see it was a very bad idea because the penis was small, bad idea because the penis was too big, bad idea because he's not able to trash, where from your bad idea after sex?
Counselor, let me come in here.
Hold on, let her finish. Let her finish. Hold on, let her. Obi Adiuda, Papa Net, Yadiuda. Oba kasana beje kasana. Magia nkasa o.
Sorry to say, Dipano didn't win it. Like, who bet me she will be like, oh, who is that? But then you realize that, like, if you're depending didn't win it, and I said,
eti uche say ushia no wadress kama or a yellow t-shirt on shirt or sunglasses say we are bo ni bod region so enti wadwe say ni port say bia no bibia be koyi na ande ne koda ani we say bibia ankoyi ho na wo kan fi no.
Yeah,
good. Me that say hit the like button. Let's go. Let's lift the number up. We've kept too long on 23. Yanko, hit it. If you are here, you can only share. But if you're on my left-hand side, which is at this side, let's move the like because we have the next 20 minutes to close. So, Papa Net, explain yourself now. Yanko. Papa Jet, sorry.
Okay, so, Counselor, what she's saying, if it has to do with order, it's all about communication. If it has to do with performance, perhaps she's had experience before. So when you're that, not so that, okay. But if it has to do with order, that one it can be worked out. Only when you discuss and the person is not ready to do anything about it, then you advise yourself. That's all I can say.
Okay, that's for your compatibility. Yeah, if you are, how do you get compatible, especially the undi independent?
Very you are because you can't know. When the looks are deceptive, it's in own show be a gas or way there and character wise, with the send our and near man and send our year, maybe a compatible because when you get in there's a different ball game. I always say sometimes it's not as you see it. I don't think you will know. And I make one like no can say later because was a different in it's part of the package sometimes if it doesn't work for you because you can't know. When you know they portray different dress nice but when you guys start dating like it's not the same.
Okay.
You can't say.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Starboy, how do you determine compatibility, especially when you don't have sex? It comes only when you're married. How do you determine it? Because this guy's story is that the lady has left because I don't feel compatible with you anymore. So how do you determine compatibility?
Okay, them I mentioned the can. Sometimes they keep on blaming us. Also, we didn't find out anything that's got in your manade. There are so many things I say being followed. You know, but if you are young, I'm not gonna answer. And that's put there. Young because the way if you're young, you will be offended. So we don't say it. I quite remember. We can see Rabbit. No, babe. Nah. It is not the man made the old made them of touches. Each of them made them a dimension of pass. The middlements of pass so much tried in the pre and Miss and the Pecker Kelly, baby, I like it. But man can't.
Baby, I like you. Starboy, baby, I like you. The Antiasi, as an day.
Maybe I do that at least erection because of the scent.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but man can't share the ABR or friend this and this. So I found a nice way I'm getting challenges on my brain. It's not going to realize it. No, go washroom, okay, yeah, but I didn't as a first one, but we see so many things in them. It's also a case of being business, or be an amateur really, yeah, another yeah. And your friend and channel, okay, you want to say, being necessary to worry about, you want to and say, a cattle here. This is what I like. It's a bomb. And so with time, I can and once not why be automatic. Once no, we are imperfect people trying to be perfect. So with time, they be Nancy Rabbanona on actor, or start on pay attention, or start to pay attention to Nancy Rabban. No, look at you. I can't get them away. I think the relationship with the the first one being the concerning sex now, there shouldn't be a factor for you to too much factor for you to leave your spouse or your girlfriend. Okay,
so Victoria, compatibility. How do you determine compatibility whilst you've not even had sex with the person? Because this guy is saying that the girl has left because the girl says they are not compatible. Do you understand the question? Our story today, the girl has left because they think they are not.
So first,
I'm listening. Sorry.
Okay. So I feel there have been some differences that has happened when they went away. So now they need to come to common grounds if they really like each other. First, there's not some reason we're okay. Then there have been different
why dear na so use bell mo dear na efia mo dear no brofo ben bell mo brofo na efia mo dear
me am dear that what dear except me well, I think it's they need to come together. Now, the communication is number one thing for me. I feel like I was almost communicating your maybe if you are your for free, I'm a pair. I said, I do now. Yes, you know, because for all you know, the guy never even knew say sad way now. Or the girl didn't know say sad way and now you know that okay.
Vicky, I did penna say. I did penna say. I sorry see you do more money.
Oh, I did penna the
it's your best who compatibility no. Compatibility no best who. I
did penna the end of the and I make because of sorry as a man into one answer and see our program. For me, this is marriage. Intimacy, no money who say, who need dear no, I won't now. No, I can't be any Obi or honor one, particular thing, Yan Pache Bikia, answer. So, didn't you know, and no crime, who I anything. And you know, so who I know love language and I don't know. Then a man would drop by and I say, a man would chat in Kenya. Then you need to communicate it.
Okay.
And to me, it's a council. We'll bet imagine idea which I can send because and only Bema only the Bia Pan and it will not based on Bema no Impema grow 10 city or anything.
Okay.
It will be because of some particular thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bell. Oh, when you call, okay. And the echo.
Counselor.
How will you determine I'm compatible sexually with this person? Especially when you don't have sex with them.
Okay, maybe I am a person 1 year rare with me because me am a bread. It's me share na me grade we say when I'm how much do you wet? For instance, Ghana, because of China, US, any Dubai inti omunya brand biashe, but when you live in Europe, what's your brand normally in quote ayana your original. It's all bana mawete the kind of perfume. For instance, try so be fake pepe. na me who say mean to me unko, it means to say who fake your lifestyle it mean to me meet kra. Say me share wallet what the abana say a Chanel, it means to say it has to go with the kind of savings away or the toy and say maybe some simple questions, communication, maybe some simple questions. Hey, Obagi the how many months in the toy? Chanel, probably 600-700 euros into say all the €100 crown you should be able to tell me all the 6 months in the toy. Or catch them all the 2 months in the toy, there is questionable now the between or perfume. Or the how many months in the toy. Like Onyama, Esha on Meshawa, which means over Siciano, or you pay €300-400 now over. And so catch them say €300-400 no, or the maybe a 1 month, 2 months in the toy, or now we are deceptive in to mean Jimun or when I started right so off. But so I catch him so it took a long time and I said the credit card in that toy and I said BBC then me who so oh yeah real because me and Kasan my brain we didn't can share personality in the first. Even Ohuya Basa cry me share personality na my share I didn't know why Basa ebia usu unibi ebia whatever and see me share who you are and what you say after who you are. And that's good with me. Me share ba bebra, me pe omo ho yefe. Ubu me girlfriends and kasa omo ho yefe. But omo kind of correct. But a man omo dim intro jai. Omo ye super clean, but intro kwa fake life. And now there I base my analysis on what you say because you are what you say. You have to leave it. You have to leave what you say. Oka say be A, you have to as I say A together. You can't say we A, then you are doing B kind of winning as if one day at the end of the
compatibility, sexual compatibility are here cage. How would because this girl have left because they are no more compatible in terms of intimacy. How will you know this person is intimate with me?
Oh, how do you know? I was senior. I expect certain response to be. For instance, no matter who you are, unless me person me new benya bibiaye, basa me new benya bibiaye, me hago na me miauto na me nsa befa o chest state. I know there be signature. Obi sabe why na me say mami ya preko na. This is the moment we are sharing. We go apart and you don't know what say. No, say a signature from me. Me hago na me miauto de afra. And see, me share the response no the bama mini ubufua. It means to say, oh yeah, quick tempered to me. To me, because yes, because Madame Fonyo. Say the mecha what I say. And so Madame Fonyo, I expect to say you should have the patience to tolerate every nonsense from me.
So Nyama say a match with sexual compatibility.
Yes, because say how you react. Oh, they were Jaisa, oh, adi just say we crowd kind yeding. Yeah, that one they book crowd kind yeding. There be so abona maybe kind of, you know.
All right, that's it. Bell, how will you determine sexual compatibility even before marriage? Is it possible?
Yeah, I think it's to some degree, yes, it is possible.
How do you determine it?
I think that you should at least have similar values. Okay, you should have similar, similar values and beliefs when it comes to sex. You should share some similarities at least, or share similar views on sex values and beliefs. And so, for example, when you say, maybe I'll meet a man, and then maybe I like a man to go down on me. If I ask this man, say, do you enjoy, licking? No, cause a day, for me, Belle, that would be like, okay, we are like not sexually compatible. Like I won't even like want to go any further with you because that's something that I really, really enjoy. So I would want to, if I'm to meet a man, I would want to know, say, yeah, you like, going down, and I'll do the same for you as well. So I think if you have like similar values when it comes to the things that you both enjoy or like now, I think from that you should be able to determine like some level of compatibility between the two of you guys.
Okay.
But I think ultimately, you'll probably have to sleep together and see how that goes.
Okay. So this is it. When we talk about sexual compatibility, it comes from the word something that is compatible. And when we say something is compatible, it doesn't mean they are the same, but they are similar. So if we have A and B, the left hand and the right hand are not the same. But we can combine them like this to be compatible. Why? Because they look similar and they can fit in. So when we're talking about we are not compatible and we don't want to have sex to check whether we can be compatible in marriage. Unfortunately, nobody can determine their sexual compatibility before marriage. I repeat, nobody can determine their sexual compatibility before marriage. And I'm talking as a sex therapist and a counselor, because there are different ideas in the mood swings of an individual doing sex. There's no way you can have sex before marriage and the level of enjoyment you have will be same as sex after marriage. It can never be the same. It can never be the same. So you can learn compatibility, and that is pre-sexual entrance. Hygiene, personal moves, their preferences, their licks to well, their touching. So these are the basic ones. But to have coitus, compatibility when it comes to coitus, penetration, which is sex. And when we say sexual intercourse is not romance. It is only when the penis is in the vagina. So when people say, I am not compatible sexually with him, they might be discussing with me professionally that the male organ is smaller than me or bigger than what I'm supposed to give him. Unfortunately, there's no vagina that cannot take any size of a penis unless there is some estrogen lack or expansion as a result of anything that occurred. Because God created the vulva to open and meet whatever is coming. Many say things changes after childbirth. That is not entirely true. Because medically, unfortunately, those who rather do SVD or cell vaginal delivery, they find we rather have the opportunity to do cosmetic suturing for them. So when I say, I say I don't understand why they say that. Because lacerations are, we suture it back, and usually after that suturing, rather, we have cosmetic tightening for you. Unless otherwise, the elasticity of the vagina walls gets torn off, where it is difficult to bring back the elasticity, not with any cosmetic surgery that will bring it. So sexual compatibility cannot be guaranteed because we had sex before we got married. And I know his performance before marriage. I promise you, sex before marriage cannot be compared to sex within marriage. It's not the same and can never be the same. So, Abia, if you're looking for a man's compatibility in marriage, the only way you find out compatibility when it comes to sexual intercourse is after marriage. That is why you have the right to back out if you go and the compatibility is not there. Nobody can hold you inside. That I will tell you. So finally, I want to bring our discussion to a close for today and an answer for this young man. Should this young man pursue the girl who is not finding it compatible? Should it be? Because they are not compatible. The girl has left because after sex, Ankoye want to wrap up with the guy. Should the guy go ahead by the story? Because the guy says in the story that I want to marry her. I want to have a family with her. He says, the guy said, she has stopped visiting me, but I really don't want to lose her. I want to create a family with her. Since she has my daughter, what should I do? So we're all wrapping up with this particular one. What should this young man do? Should he go ahead and let the girl go and look for a new woman, or still pursue this girl to become the mother of the rest of his children in the world? I have a first person.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, my dear.
How are you at? To be honest, yeah, with what you're discussing,
Yeah.
I think they should go their separate ways.
Okay.
Because I feel like even if two people are in love with each other, if one can't satisfy the other, eventually the relationship will become toxic.
Okay.
And it can break. Unless the woman is willing to compromise and explore new things with the man to make their sexual relationship better, then if she's not willing to do that, then I think she should leave the relationship.
Okay.
Because there's a chance that she can start to become disrespectful. She can also, because at the end of the day, she can turn around and say he's not performing as a man.
Okay.
And that could lead to disrespect. And also, with that man, behind closed doors, he will now, I feel like with your partner, you should never let him know that he's not performing well.
Oh, okay.
Because with a man, if you tell him certain things, it will stick in his head. So every time he even comes to speak with you, he will now question, am I doing it enough? I don't think I'm even satisfying her enough. Maybe she'll go and cheat on me. Maybe she'll go and tell everybody that I'm not satisfying her. She'll start to disrespect me. So overall, I just think that they should part ways if they're not willing to compromise and make things better. And I think the woman doesn't love the man enough to be able to compromise. So he shouldn't even go ahead and have children with her. Because once they have children, they will now have a responsibility and there will have to be more than sex to compromise, right?
Okay.
And the issue is when two people come together and they don't have a solid relationship, right?
Okay.
When responsibilities come in between that relationship, they can't sit down together and make decisions to make sure the well-being of the child is okay, or to make sure a relationship is healthy between them two, to ensure the child is okay. I think if they stay together, maybe she'll just end up being a single mom and the guy will just, part ways and probably go and marry another woman.
All right. Thank you so much. So you think is you go their separate ways?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a brilliant one. Thank you for your submission. All right. Jet.
Counselor, what I'll say is that my advice, guy, will be this. In life, who you love is not as important as who loves you. Who you love is not as important as who loves you. And not ever want a case in court with emotions as you. Win a case in court with facts. And the fact is that the lady, and you see, who loves you brings joy, who loves you makes you peaceful, who loves you makes everything for you. Who you love does not change anything. It is who loves you that changes a lot of things. So with a guy, my advice to him is that he loves the lady, but the lady does not love him.
Okay.
So he shouldn't look at his love for the lady.
Okay.
He should look at the lady's love for him.
Okay.
And the lady's love for him is the love he's looking for, not his love for the lady.
Okay.
That's why I want to.
So now that the lady is gone, he shouldn't go and look for her.
Exactly.
Okay.
Who loves you is more important than who you love.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ruben. Reborn. Is that right?
Yeah, Counselor.
Yes.
Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah. So what I'm gonna say is that I think they should go their separate ways because I believe there are two things that really makes a man in my world of understanding. So it's his manhood and his leadership that makes him a man.
Okay.
So if the woman is talking about his manhood and she's not willing to do anything about it, but rather complain about it, it's gonna bring the man's demeanor down. Like he's gonna be down, and there's gonna be no respect. And if a man does not have that leadership, does not feel like the head, definitely he's gonna be the tail. So I think they should go their separate ways because this lady is not willing to amend issues, or better still, like be submissive to him in order for him to feel that kind of leadership, head or whatever it is. So I think they should go their separate ways.
Okay. Okay. Afia.
Yeah, I would take it from two sides.
All right.
One side about the sexual compatibility. To me, the man should even be happy the woman was even truthful enough to tell him that I'm not compatible with you. Because some will not say, but they will cheat behind. So the guy should even be happy. And then this conception of, I want to have all my kids at one place is wrong.
Okay.
You understand? So that is why I think the guy is trying to hold on because we've already had one child and he thinks, okay, let me have all my kids at one place.
Yeah.
But what is not working is not working.
Okay.
And to me, the world is already full of stress, mental problems all over.
Okay.
You don't want to live with someone you are not even sexually, because after all the stress, you want to come on to somebody who can make you feel good.
Okay.
Then you come on to somebody when you're compatible. It's difficult to add up to more stress. You don't need it. So you should let the woman go. There are so many women out there. He can have his kids as many as he wants. And then one side, so that's it. So the woman, they should just move on. I'm very sure I can't come back.
Yeah, brofo and tree.
Brofo. Two sides. Now one side is very few. The man can't even have my abuse.
Bell, but come on, Vic. What should a guy do? Should I pursue this girl because I love her? She has a daughter for me. I want to continue a family with her. But she says we are not compatible sexually.
Oh, the fact that the girl left, the man should leave it like that.
Wow.
But also, one thing I want to bring up is when somebody tells you the truth, that shouldn't rub on your egos. But some of us do take it that way. And my rub on his ego, now a bit baby, like my sister Monroe said, a bit to say or disrespect him in some way, but in the truth now if we are both willing to learn and re-explore, and our brother and I perfect nothing exposure. Whatever they went and got themselves exposed to, it has now made them I was a Pumasano in an all and where people and to me that bully with my GBI. But anyway, the man really needs to let the woman go because Obia no and she came back and now this is what she's saying and she has left. I really don't think man in thinking of because there's a child. Because because of that. If you look on that, one happy. So I think the man should let the girl go, and hopefully he can get somebody on any sex, okay, and then he moves on. So I really do think that the man should move on. at this point.
All right, Bell.
Kind of the other aspect,
aspect in here then.
Yeah, that is where I was trying to say that the other aspects here, because we always want to have our kids on one place, and most women stick to marriages or relationship and they end up being abused.
That's true.
Because that is what the guy is going to do. Because
that's true.
Of the men now, and that's the problem we are having now. Because most people are in marriages because I want to have my kids with one man, and if it's not working, it's not working. So and aspects.
Okay, and there's also a problem with most women who have children with men, that the men are not being responsible until you give them sex or you give them what they say they want. Well, it is a lesson for the rest of us. Belle, are you there?
Belle is gone. Counselor, I have a question for you. Can I ask a question?
Please go ahead.
All right. So my question is, so this individual that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Was she with this man at first?
Yes.
And she. Oh,
they were there from 2017 and had a child by 2020, and she left by 2022 because he says the guy has cheated, and is back in 2023 for reunion. And in their first encounter to sex, she says the guy has changed sexually, and she's left. She doesn't want to come back again.
So he has changed sexually, as in he's small or big? Like
that one is our question that we have been fighting. Who determines the change in the male organ? Is it the man or the woman? That has been our problem. And the conclusion is that if you are endowed like Papa Jet, you know you are endowed. If you are small like me, you know you are small. But if you are large as a woman, it's difficult to determine. So we concluded that the women determine the size.
All right. So I think with this, I think what I'm gonna say is that the lady has been exposed to someone else, and she has I mean, gone through something else with that individual, and now she's comparing the two. Okay. She has had an affair for that for sure, and now she's comparing the two, because when she was with this person without anyone else, she never said anything for all those years. So for her to complain about some changes means that she has had an experience or an exposure to something, and now she's comparing the two. So that could be the problem. So yeah, they should go their separate ways, because at least, I don't know.
Well, Belle is still not up here. I don't know why. I think maybe she's muted, and then but I think that all of your submissions are solid and clear. I want to just encourage all of us that it's better you don't go and come back. I don't know what will keep you still waiting for a guy who has a child with you after 2-3 years, and you still come back to him when it's not working. And there's nothing that we can say somebody has gone, and so the vulva is open or the male organ has shrink. None of those things can be a reason why somebody will want to live.
Counselor, wait a minute. Counselor, wait a minute, Bissau. Oh, say where we come from, the parts of the world where we come from, no religion. Why you lucky that's a say, oh, ye was a brand and also bad one. Now all call back and away the other family.
So when they say this is your destiny, this is your destiny. Your destiny has your destiny wife. What do you do?
Yes.
Well, when they say this is your destiny husband, destiny wife, then you have to go and die in your destiny. Exactly what is asking.
No, we will marry the gods instead.
Ah. Belle. Belle, say Belle, quiet in a money now more camera for you. Waba, and the window for no come.
Victoria, you're so funny. You good. Like
Victoria Bella by Jibrophonica.
I'm done with it.
Okay. No, Adia Pena, the question is more, Adia Pena is more listening today because her experience with men like Papa Jet has not been easy. So it's okay for Adia Pena. Let's have Belle. My English queen is here. Belle.
English queen for what?
Belle, what is wrong with these people around you?
That's my personal person. She's my kid sister, so I can tell whatever.
Oh my God. You can worry, Belle.
They don't know that I only drink tea.
My innocent Belle.
Don't worry. I'll expose her to you. Don't worry.
Belle, so what's your take? Should a guy go ahead, go and look for the girl because he has one child, the guy is worried, or the guy should move on?
Baby, counselor. It's a simple and short. Baby.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Because me, I was thinking, said, you know, if you're with somebody, okay, if so when you be right now, the manhood, you see, say, it's I was trying to say, it's a they encourage you too much. So, oh, just because I'm thinking, like, how many men would you have to sleep with to probably get the side that open? What do you say?
So you might be sleeping with all the men, you won't get a size, but you still be looking for it until God calls you to heaven or hell, which is okay.
Exactly.
But it's okay.
But me, I was trying to say that maybe an alternative could also be that we should try to find other ways we can pleasure ourselves. What do you say?
But you see, but the most important thing, Belle, I agree with you. However, the most important thing is that no matter what you can do.
My dream is like, how would you jump straight to vibrate?
Hello, class. This is your assistant girls prefect. Be careful. When you're careful, our sexual experience say don't do that to Belle.
She doesn't have any experience.
Oh, Belle. Hey,
Belle.
Belle.
If you know she hasn't got any experience.
Oh, Belle.
Secondary virgin.
What is the experience? I am with you.
Oh, experience. What experience?
Well, that's a good.
Very basic. There are extensions for small men. Extensions they can wear the strap on.
Who can say this now, Belle? Who now come with the CA?
No, because they're more interested because we need sexual experience. But I'm saying that there might be also other women like me who might not necessarily want to move on to find a bigger thing.
So you look for other extensions.
We might find other ways to pleasure.
Well, it's a good moment, but this is my submission. My submission is that no matter what happens, no man should bully you because you have a child with them and they want to continue life with you, so they have to punish you to have you as a wife. The lady should have not even come back in the first place for a reunion. There are times that you can go round and you can still realize that the money that you are eating is the money that is coming from child support. So that makes you feel like, Senpai shani bani year, me sa kuchia kopeden, me manembra kani and twabra bonso. Seek for help, seek for counseling. In a multitude of counseling, there is safety. Don't just make a decision based on the way you feel. Like Papa Jet, sorry. You should always look for people who love you, not people that you love. I read a statement somewhere that says that I can fight those who love you, but I can't fight those you love. So when you're in any challenge, the people you have claimed your love, it's difficult for me to step in to fight them on your behalf when they're fighting you. But those who claim they love you, I can easily do that. Maureen, or I think she made a statement that is very profound, and some of us we take it for granted. I am plain. I say what I want to say. It is not everything that I can say to a man that even after divorce they can recover. There are things you can say to a woman and it will pass, but say the same thing to a man and it will destroy them forever. I met a man who believed in his sexual ability until one day he heard a young lady he was sleeping with telling people that me wa bon me ye de keke e de gidi am betu am ho wi school me school a wo so wa bon onya de won pam, and the man heard it. So all along that the man was walking and feeling like he's good because the lady keeps screaming and showing powers. It became a big blow to him that this lady was just faking all the things that she was doing and was sharing with a friend. So one yes, won't to any fees. I think that we should be careful what we say, when we say, how we say, and who we say it to. Yes, it's good to be honest, but check the outcome of your honesty. It's been nice. It's been educated. All of you have expressed of you, and I believe that this guy will not follow this girl because he wants to make family with her. If you have any challenge of this nature, you have a child with a certain man who keeps going and coming back to impose his nose in your affairs. Some will just be pushing you away because the children with you are giving them complaints. Warn your children. They don't have any right to take messages from your house to their father. You are no more with their father, and what you do with your life, daddy must not be interested. So they should stop going to tell daddy, Uncle George came, Uncle Frank came, Selassie passed through. He said he's called Papa Jet. He brought a nice car. When we start parenting, maybe we'll learn some lessons on how to protect our children from not speaking just anyhow. Don't think my son is brilliant, like the way Miss Bell is speaking. My son is smart. While the son has no covering, he's a child. Children must speak like children. Anytime a child is speaking like an adult, it is called in psychology infant deformity. Sorry. Let's live a life that will make us happy, not others happy. Thank you all very much. And I promised you people yesterday that I was waiting for Bell to come in and guys to go.
Adeba could be infamous. Why? And Fama,
can you tell me apology? Oh,
okay. Me personal, me secret back on me. Oh, me no shawa, me wo toothpick kitwe bi. I had to say the medi misim ne meboa. Inte ekoso na me de awo. Me de wowa. I expect to hear a different sound. So me te pepe me say the ekoso ni ya oboa, because I don't expect you to give me that sound. As I say obo when you go so. Into me de wow. That's all. Jeez, the me so oboa. Oboa me China. When you watch that, the wall back. Maybe who said what playing chair? Not me who said maybe I cost you by. No matter they are war different place. No matter they are the best walls and me we crab and you better talk about it to say. Now how was it? No, you didn't come on. Me share so Becca say don't the baby warm you. Why?
And the other one now just said you're fake.
So until it means it is true. I want to assume say
fake.
Yes, because obi kura babe obi fancy and tupu no kura no obi bakra. We should just forget about it. And to say
no time aka kakra so ho beba no se twen junior won't here. Na so boa.
Counselor, come again.
Wo no yire da. When you wo mu a wo kwa no se twen say junior su.
Na junior no kro osu ne say na Messi de mensa pre junior na we ruru akobo bobo.
Counselor, you have to do why.
Are
That's a forward corner say Israel. You have to do.
Honestly, could be one in Moire or the what to come with you. Okay, so open our strategy. Hey, I brought you got to film. Is it go to work? Well, so what was I coming to apologize to Bell for yesterday? Yesterday, I watched Bell's show very long, and I watched it 3 different times. So I listen to most. That's how I do. I go around, but I stayed for about an hour or more watching Bell's show. But I was not appearing. I was just watching. So at the last bit, I wanted to come and say congratulations for what they are discussing. So I clicked and I think I came up. And Bell was the one moderating, but she didn't see me. Then somebody wrote a counselor about. Then the next thing I heard someone say, "Me call my counselor about." Now I may hear me. I felt very bad.
I was the one moderating. I didn't see you.
I felt very bad that somebody is having her show, and because of me, people will leave. So now I left the scene. But whoever said that, I don't know if I've insulted her before, or I've insulted her mother before, her father before, her aunties before. But to make a blank statement, say me fear and son of I don't know how well she knows me. But anytime I see Belle doing something or I see her post, I want to come and be part because she's always part of my own. But I left because of that statement. So Belle, I didn't leave because of you, but I didn't want you to lose your profound, more standardized audience as compared to me. That is why yesterday I left your show. So I'm sorry.
Counselor.
Okay.
Counselor, I have something to say before Bell talk.
Yes.
First of all, you understand social media so well to the point that you know that there are people who always talk trash and there are people who always speak well of you. And to start with, I think the first time I had an encounter with you, I told you that I never liked some of the things that you said, not you personally, but some of the things that you were saying. Till I asked you questions and you were able to explain yourself. And I said, oh, now I do get your point. You understand? So maybe that individual is having that old perception of, how I used to think of you. That made the person say that. And I wasn't expecting you to leave because of that person. Because, listen, we are here to learn, educate, and also, get to know ourselves one way or the other. So, it's an honor to have somebody like you on our platform. It's not just Belle's platform. I'm not speaking for her. But we are a group. You see Ferry Miss here. Ferry Miss is like a sister. Belle is like a sister. And me, myself. So it's for all of us. And we always want to educate each other on things that we don't know. So when somebody says things like that, please and please, for all you know, maybe that person might not even be part of us, but be Wakapas. You know Wakapas, right? So you shouldn't, let things like that get to you. But I do understand. So we will rather apologize to you for somebody disrespecting you on our platform.
Oh, it's okay. I invited myself. I invited myself. That is why because I remember Belle said, oh, don't say that. Why? No, don't say that. Then I left. So man, to tell
you the truth, I'm very strict. Normally I'm the one that moderate over there.
I'm very straight. I dislike people who disrespect. And regardless, even if you are my mother and you come over there to disrespect somebody, I'll put you in your place. So we apologize for that.
Oh no.
Please,
oh no. No, I hear. Bell. So that's why I left, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Counselor, I think I side with Okoye. You know, I think that some people do believe, you know, like myself before, I thought that some of your views are wild. I still do. However, this is social media and we are all entitled to our opinions and our beliefs. The fact that, you know, I disagree with some of the things you say does not mean that I don't like you. And I think it's fair and it's actually healthy to not agree with everything that everybody says. You know, and to know, I know exactly who made that statement, you know. And honestly, Counselor, I can say it was a joke. Even though I said, oh man, Counselor, it was a joke. However, I know that this particular person, no, they do believe that you're against women. They believe that you don't like women, like so that's why you're always attacking and your views are wild. They've said that, like I know that's the reason why they said what they said. So I don't think that no more just they were thinking that oh Barbie did you matter, but they were saying hey council had their make because they don't agree with like a lot of the things that you say. I'm gonna want to cry, and then I think they were just saying that let me leave before if your council there might be a clash and then it might turn to something else. So that it's better someone with you. But end of the day, honestly, I would like to believe that TikTok has one of my platform, one of the ones now. I welcome everybody, and especially yesterday. The reason I was inviting you is because we're talking about creating space for men. You know, for men to be vocal. And as we all know, you're one of the most vocal men in our society. You know, in Ghana. So I wanted to really hear your opinion. On that particular topic, that's why I was, asking you to come. But all the same, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm also sorry that, if anybody make you feel some type of way, that's not what the intentions are. But I just hope that when we come on this app now, we can all agree to disagree at some point. Me to me, all the time. I just had a misunderstanding with FEI and Victory. It does not mean say like we don't want to part. No, not at all. I just people need to understand that we all have different beliefs. We all have different beliefs. We have different understandings. We are all coming from different all walks of life. Please, nobody should ever come.
Yeah, because times me sometimes with Mrs. Sam fast go even though herself she can be on her platform and
take your offense.
Yeah, so
well, one of the things is that I was not offended, but my statement was that I also don't expect everybody to understand me, but I tolerate everybody. But one of the things that I'm scared of myself is what I carry. And when people offend, I don't control myself. I'll deal with them. There are people who have followed me for 7 years, 9 years, 12 years, 10 years. And they are now coming to say, I am sorry for what I said against you. So imagine, I was short-tempered and I took an action against them. Will I have them leaving today to come and say thank you? And I understand you. And majority of the people, they are not even following me. They pick what somebody has gone to pick and is analyzing.
Yes.
So I know myself, honestly speaking. I can blow my own horn. I am very intelligent in my area. Where I am, this space we are in, this relationship thing, this thing about law, this thing about health, me, I know it. And I can challenge everybody on any topic. Give me a topic and I can say it. I'm not expecting anybody to agree with me, but to be on a page and they ask you, oh, now Councillor Bentia or Quatrenia, that statement for me was an immature statement from whoever it is. I even know the people. So I left, but I felt it would not go well for Bell. who was giving me an invitation to come and share my mind. That's why I said I was waiting for her to come and let me apologize. But I'm okay. It doesn't mean the next time I won't come on the show. Me, I could have come and let that girl. I can come and that girl will leave. Me, George Lutro. Me. Me say me. And right girl no the oye no. Say me person me money soon. Make me about show no so am na soon. She will go and come. Me. That dealing with me, George Lutro. You have a spirit too. But
Counselor, I know your spirit.
And cophobia and koala. But don't jump conclude. One say, Nyabu or Yanka or Abe Yamin. This will be an one to qua. Marshall and picture. No,
but counselor, anything I make so make say I'm not speaking for Bell or anybody, but me when it comes to Bell's platform, I can boldly beat my chest to say, a platform because all the time, you know. Fairness, Nanama, a whole lot. And you know, men pay attention to man, you understand?
But
you let my cheek.
Men pay attention, but I just wanted to let Bell feel said. Sorry, said Rami bye. And I'm may I apologize, man? Over family, I'm going to very soon.
Counselor, if I'm coming on I was joking a little bit. I said it, I knew that she was joking.
No, but if she was joking, she could have stayed.
Yeah, because she actually left, so
she was not joking. And I didn't want you to lose her because she was making it. I watched the show for and unfortunately. You didn't know that Bell was chatting with. I was having a meeting. I was having sections with clients, and she was chatting me, and I was asking her what the details. So I only come and watch, and I was still. I can do double taxing. I can have 5.
Must you tell everybody that Bell was chatting you?
No. She just told you that she. No. What I'm saying that she just confirmed that she invited me for a reason. You understand? That's why I'm saying that man ban and yet it doesn't show nice because me ban no buyer. With me TM say where is Bell? What I say because and say me who your boss said that's okay. So that's just okay. But let's all learn to believe that the fact that no the beef there me pay beef. Just and say no. Me pay beef. I say nkanka e wo jollof mu na say friend and door sompo a wo wi a wo fili trebie. Oni mo fish and be ham. Why? And I tell me only me fish and be ham because fish is not my friend. What I say? Me pay beef. Why? Bekani nyina. Me go food.
I know.
All right.
Counselor.
So good night. Oh, Oima, Mr. Me we no friend. Mr. Manya Misa. Hey, now we jam with me and microphone time pe Misa o. Me friend. Who friend time be away? Man fast send me message. Send me warning, Ankasa. Warning. Why? All right, thank you all very much. And there are no offense. Lisa, I'm not offended with you, but I'm just trying to let it be clear. Okay. So thank you very much for coming. Today has been another time. Maybe I'm saying point on my phone leads. Good night. Mati Ochina baby saw Ochina ya sure say Obi say wale no by force so wale na men wale no. E so wo mba mi ensa. Ending so we wale na so wale. Ochina be to aso. Bon one fui. How many times have I called you Bon one? You are bigger than what people say. You are bigger than what people say. Hey, bigger than, hey, bigger than. Bigger than what people say. Enjoy my class.
Because I'm very for bit that time.
I'm a man and bema.
When the people want some way a you. Some man's a boy for Libya.
The job was a man.
Yes, a serious or cat times and cut in your mobile.
Oh, jam.
I'm going to put in the night. I mean,
oh, since I be out done, I does it in room and got that bedroom. You.
I know you're doing some does it. Oh God.
All right. So thank you very much for coming. If you want to have any external conversation, you need help to recover. Bell, you need to talk to me. Bell, I need to talk to you. Call me after on 862-215-2007. 862-215 862-571-3950. Thank you. Only credit I never free. I mean send no credit to see how I. All right, thank you very much. I saw Sugar. We missed our class rep today. I saw Sugar earlier, but I didn't know what happened to her. Good night to all of you. Thank you so much, Echo, on Facebook. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Nikki, thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel now. If you are not following me, follow me immediately at once by force. Thank you very much, Adia Pena. Let's do the gifting. What best of my gifting, man, in terms of so more if you are medasi, or why are they? Yeah, one the same way, if you please help me, go to my YouTube immediately, Counselor Luther TV, and follow me. And if you're watching me now, go to my Facebook and follow me. If you have any challenge, be it prayer, be it relationship, come, let's help. We can do everything on this page. Thank you. God bless all of you. Till I see you again, take care of yourself. May He deliver you.
After, and now we're business here.
Wait, my friend, after.
Okay,
thank you very much. All right, good night. I'll see you. God bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Don't forget, 12 midnight, there's a prayer time. Just go and pick up the prayer and pray for yourself and your family. 3 times in the night. We have a German 12, we have a Ghanaian 12, and we have the United States 12 o'clock. 3 different prayers. Pray some and ask for divine protection. We are entering, or we've entered into a new month. Welcome to the month of November, a month of God's own promises. May every promise that God has spoken concerning your life before you were born, may it come to pass in the name of Jesus. I ask that you be blessed in your going out and in your coming in. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remember to order for your ginger honey chips. If you want to sell the ginger honey chips in your country, get in touch with me and let me give you supply to sell. Good night and bye. Thank you very much, all of you who came to me on Facebook. Nikki, thank you. He should let it go. If not, he will never be happy. That's good. Olivia, very true. So all of you have shared your point. Echo, thank you for staying tuned with me. And I'm always happy you're here. Thank you very much, Echo. May God bless you too as well for spending your time with me and keeping me up, encouraging me to stay. I love you and thank you for your support. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Hopefully we'll have a talk again. Expecting you to call. If you have any challenge on Facebook that you want to seek for help, for counseling, please don't hesitate. Call me on 862-571-3950. If you want to give me some cash, because you can do gifting, 055-000-5077. Thank you very much. I'll see you at the other side. Subscribe to my YouTube channel by going to hit the bell, Counselor Lutrot TV, and follow me on Facebook as you're watching me now to get notification. Please, if you have TikTok, be part of my TikTok so they can have all the 3 prayers going on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram. I'm glad you came. Good night. Order your ginger honey chips on 862-215-2007. You want to sell some in Italy, in Germany, in Australia, just please contact me and let me see how we can bring it to your doorstep so that you sell for profit and you support a worthy cause like our foundation. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support. Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support. Yare yo, yare yes. So time so time for what? Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaican is simple. Time for what? This is the relationship segment with my take on. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.